What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Peopleizations. What's good, my peopleizations? Jeff Spark, Queens, New York, in the building. Jimmy Bernard, my brother, in the building. Manda Mansa Musa, LLC, he in the building. 3800 Ernesto in the building. My brother Bish, B Megastar, is in the building. Context and Perspective is in the building. Man, we got a whole 20 people here right now. Ain't that something? Amazing, isn't it? Isn't it absolutely amazing? Hendo, the fearless one, my brother. What's good, great brother? What's goody? What's goody? Fidel Montego in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? So Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez look like it's actually happening, people. What do y'all think about that? And Gervonta Tank Davis confirms the Conor Benn fight. What y'all think about that? Right? So there's a lot going on in the sport of boxing. The thing about the sport of boxing is that there's a lot being talked about and not a lot happening. That's the problem. The cerebral one, my great brother, what's up, family? The sports guy, what's up, family? You understand? That's the problem with the sport of boxing, right? We got a lot of talking, a lot of back and forth, right? But not a lot of fights happen. My brother 4K in the building. What's good with you, King? He said, I wonder what Tank's fans are going to say now. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Right. So here's the thing, right? What Tank did is he just made he made his fan base, his team, and everybody around him just look absolutely silly. That's what he did. He made everybody around him just look absolutely silly. Because you have so many fans that are so obsessed with being a Gervonta Tank Davis protector that they overstep their boundaries and they start putting labels on him that he don't even have on himself. Jose R. Side 210. What's up, family? 3800 Ernesto said he clearly ducking Dev. Yes. And I don't even like to use that word. You guys already know that. But I mean, it's abundantly clear now. Like, how could you say anything other than that? He clearly doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. He has no interest. So all the excuses that people was running around making, right? It just makes you look very silly. Step mommy, blessings, queen. That's what it did. That's what it did. It made everybody look very silly. But I told you guys this. See, Dewan T, what's up, family? How you feeling? If Tank loses, that messes up the money, and they don't want that L to a guy they talk bad about for years. All facts. This is all facts. See, I told you guys about narratives in the sport of boxing. I told you, be a fan of the sport of boxing first. How many times I told y'all that? Be a fan of the sport of boxing first. Be a fan of the fighter second. They will disappoint you every single time. Because fans emotionally attach themselves to these fighters, and they don't have the same emotional attachment to you. They are going to do what's best for them individually. Now, in the moment, now you have some fighters. Don't get me wrong. You got some fighters that live a fighter's lifestyle and wants to please the fans. Majority of the fighters are going to, it's self-preservation over everything. So in the moment, they're going to tell you, man, I do this for the fans. No, they don't. Yeah, they do it for the fans. They do it for the fans to put the money in their pocket. They ain't doing it to impress you. They ain't doing it for your approval. They ain't doing it for none of those things. They doing it solely to put money in their pockets. That's it. That's all. Plain and simple. That's it. That's all. Timothy Ramdeen, what's up, family? Martin Smith, what's good? Jay the Business, what's up? He says, so you really think that Crawford could beat Canelo? Bro, I've been saying that for years. Before Terence Crawford thought that he could actually go up there and fight and beat Canelo, I've been saying it. I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it for years. For years. This ain't nothing new. I'm not new to this this Canelo Alvarez Terence Crawford fight. Go back and check the receipts. I've been saying this for years. This is nothing new. For years. You understand? I believe this for absolute years. D7K, what's good? Tank is fighting then to show Haney that he has to abide by his rules. If you believe that. If that's what you believe. Or should I say if that's what you want to believe. Whatever floats your boat. That he's doing this you know, to teach Devin Haney a lesson. Now, come on, man. We gotta start smartening up. He doing this to teach Devin Haney a lesson. Yeah, I think not. I think not. DeMarcus Martin, Guillermo Maldonado, what's up, family? He ain't doing it to teach Devin Haney no lesson. No. What lesson is he teaching Devin Haney? No, he's doing the only lesson being taught is the fact that he's telling his fans that everything they defended him with, he just made a fool of them. That's all he did. Was he showed y'all that all that defending y'all be doing, all that detracting. Chef Dre Bug, what's up, family? JJ Short Deuce, what's up, family? Right? All of that y'all be doing. All he did was King Grayson, what's up, family? Child, please, what's good? All he did was throw it right back in your face. That's all he did. Oh, Conor Benn is no, and again, let me say this, right? The fight with Conor Benn is not the problem at all. I love the fight itself. I don't mind Tank fighting Conor Benn. But here's the thing. When y'all came and defended it talking about he ain't doing this, Devin Haney too big, he ain't gotta go to Saudi Arabia, he gotta fight where he from, he ain't gotta do this, he don't gotta move up weight, guess what? He did everything you defended. Everything you defended him with, he threw it right back at you. Egg on your face. He put egg on your face. Dewan T, my brother in the super chat. He put egg on your face. If he follows through and fights Conor Benn, he put egg on your face. Because guess what? Conor Benn ain't going nowhere past 140. So that means that he's going to have to fight at 140. But Leonard Ellaby just told the world he's a 130 pounder that just campaigning at 140. He had his team come out today and say Tank ain't really trying to fight Conor Benn. He was just joking. Then he put on and he goes back and is having full conversations with Eddie Hearn. And more importantly, he ain't once said you need to go talk to Al. All egg on the fans' face that been trying to defend us. Dewan T, my brother in the super chat. He said, who would be the favorite with Haney and Tank? Tank will open up as the favorite.
Sure.
Tank will open up as the favorite because he's a knockout artist. Jay Lynn, peace, blessings, queen. Got my brother, my co-host, my brother, ring rivals with my brother A-Side, Armstrong Consultant in the building.
What's going on, man? Family? I came in the middle of Blue Blood Sports TV cooking. You know.
So here's the thing. Child, please, Solomon Ebanks. What's up, family? So here's the thing, right? Is that the Conor Benn fight, I love it for Tank. I'm not opposed to the fight.
I don't care for it.
You know why I'm not opposed to it? It's a risky fight for Tank.
It is.
It's a risky fight for Tank, right?
It is risky.
He's still daring to be great. The problem is, y'all said y'all use this or everything y'all used as roadblocks to not fight Devin Haney.
Salute the cerebral one.
Right? John, what's up, baby boy? I love you too, kid. That's my son in the building.
Oh, that's your son, right?
Yeah. That's my.
He got an otter he must like animals like you.
Yeah. So now I love you too, kid. So now think about this, right? A-Side.
And that's fair.
This just goes to show. What do I always say? What's my number one rule, A-Side? Be in love with the sport of boxing.
Oh, be in love with the sport of boxing first. But hold on, Blue. Now you got a chance to do it here on live now. Do you think that is possible, but that the Devin Haney effect and the Devin Haney curse can possibly happen if that fight be made with Conor Benn?
1,000%.
Because it could get sticky. It can get sticky with Conor Benn. And my brother Foke is a huge Tank fan. He said, now watch, A-Side, if something goofy happens, it's going to be Tank's fault. And I said, dang, Fo, you really think that can? He said, man, I'm telling you, if something goofy happened, it could be Tank. I was like, man, I don't even talk like that because then it's going to mess up the Devin fight.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean he got to lose. But if anything happened and looked crazy, Devin not getting his full credit. Oh, man, when Tank came out of jail, he wasn't the same.
Mm-hmm. Now, 00 Bob, 000, he says, so why would you think Tank going to be hesitant of Haney when Vegas will have him? That don't matter who have Vegas. I don't care who Vegas have you winning.
That mean you gonna win.
That don't mean you're gonna win. And styles make fights. Alan Maddox, what's up, family? Devin Haney's style is what makes Gervonta Tank Davis and his team hesitant. He came out. Capadonna 24, what's up, family? Denzel Horton, what's up, family? Mayweather, my brother, he said he's a great fighter. Great fighter, true champion, but he's no Mayweather. Chief Wildfire, what's up, family? Monda Manson Musa LOC, what's up, family? So here's the thing, right? Styles make fights. Let me say it again. Stephen 47, Deuce, what's up, family? Styles make fights. His style, they like kind of, you see, he saw what he saw. He said that Gervonta Tank Davis saw that Conor Benn did not look impressive, so he wants to fight him. His style, he believes, suits his. Devin Haney looked good. He didn't say nothing. He didn't come out and say Devin Haney looked terrible against Regis Program. No, he said nothing. Right? Isaac Smart, you don't have nothing else to say. Y'all come with that old, crusty, same old comment. You don't get tired of repeating the same thing? Come prove it. Come up here and prove it. If you can't, I'm going to block you. Y'all annoying. How much the Haneys pay you? The Haneys don't pay me, you do. Not so smart guy. If you only had a brain. CJT Television Network, what's up, family? LT Energy, what's good? Philly Fighter, what's up? How much the Haneys pay you? The Haneys pay me to say what? You a walking zombie. Jonathan 97, what's up, family? Walking zombie. How much the Haneys? Just repeating. They just go around like R2-D2, repeating everything they heard somebody else say. Poncho Villa, what's up, family?
Hey, Jonathan 97.
Haney paying
Salute.
you? How much is that? Just on repeat. How much is Devin Haney paying you? How much is Devin Haney paying you? How much is Devin? Just on repeat. They can't say nothing else but the same old tired, sad song. How much is Devin Haney paying you? How much is Devin Haney paying you? Come up here and prove that what I said is something that's wrong.
Salute,
I got
Jarrell Freeman.
$200 for you since you worried about what the Haneys is paying me.
I can tell they pay you. How can you tell they pay? How can somebody tell somebody to pay somebody something?
Right,
That's
straight
wild.
cash, straight
Third
cash.
simple NSU salute.
I sound bothered because people like you annoy me. You are a pest. It don't mean you affect me. It just means you're annoying. It's just like a gnat. Gnats are annoying. They don't have no effect on you. They're just annoying. You're annoying. Straight cash was good. You come here repeating the same thing everybody else says. No uniqueness. No originality.
Benavidez first damn Bud because I think he deserved it. But I love the Bud.
Motorsport Sports was good. Okay, now watch this. Isaac Smart. Now I'm gonna ask you to come up here. I got $200 to your $200. If you don't come up here, I'm gonna block you. Period. Now you're gonna come up here and you're gonna tell us 3 things I hated on Gervonta Tank Davis about. If not, you can just go ahead and get blocked.
Hold on. Don't time him out yet because we want to see what he got to say.
Yeah, don't time him out. Don't block him. I can guarantee you he gonna choose the path of least resistance. Oh, just go ahead and block me because you can't prove his point. Kyle Porter, what's up? He said, I think the Haney's paying you because you keep saying Haney versus Tank is the most anticipated fight. Then wouldn't they both be paying me? Because that's called promotion. If that's the case, if I'm promoting Devin Haney to fight Tank Davis, then that means I'm promoting Tank Davis to fight Devin Haney. That's called promotion. Didn't know if you understood that. The GOAT 95, what's up, family? So in that case,
even some Tank fans said that they wanted to see the fight. That he's agitating them. I'm talking about the real ones that watch boxing, not the Tank.
But everybody wants to see the fight
for sure. Like I love when you said that the supposed clip of Devin Haney and Tank that came out and they had over a million views or something like that.
Right.
Like if that doesn't scream anticipation, I don't know what will. And it was like, was it even a 30-second clip? Was it less than 30 seconds?
But watch this though. What did Leonard Ellaby just say on his Instagram? This is a fight I want to see. So if I'm telling you that this is the biggest fight in boxing, why does it have to be because Devin Haney and Bill Haney is paying me? That has nothing to do with me being a fan of the sport of boxing. Make it make sense. So now think about this. So if I want to see LeBron James play against Kevin Durant in the finals, does that mean Kevin Durant is paying me?
Jarrell Freeman, the merch is coming. Blue is just settling on some material for the merch. And
I actually talked to. I was actually talking to. I had a heated conversation with the lady today. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Steve Young, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub.
Are you going to debate Kyle Porter? Are you going to debate?
Honest in the super chat, he said, Blue, I just asked Calvin why Tank choose to fight Benn at a higher weight than Devin at a lower weight. He said they want too much. Why don't Bill call the bluff on the offer? Then there will be no more excuses. Now they want too much. How would they know?
I thought it was the weight.
Hey, how would they know how much Bill wants if they never even sent him an offer? They never had conversations. If they never had conversations, A-side.
If Devin Haney get the same split that, trust me, they haven't sent it to him. But if Devin Haney get the same split that he sent Shakur Stevenson, he the type of person that'll jump on that deal.
A-side. How would you know how much a woman wants to eat if you never ask them?
Nah, for sure you won't. But I mean that's bad because women never know what they want to eat anyways. How would
okay.
you know if where a woman wants to go?
Right.
You know, if you never asked them. Yeah, nah.
Right.
Most women know where they want to go.
But how could I say, hey man, she too expensive? How would I know that if I never?
You never asked her.
Right. You just judging a book by its cover. See, they're saying that.
Right.
They're saying that because they know Devin Haney's worth, A-side.
For sure. Salute.
If they said that Devin Haney ain't asking for big money, right?
Right.
I mean, Devin Haney ain't worth big money, right? Then how you know he asking for too much? You ain't had no conversation with him.
But wouldn't the narrative be debunked because the starting point for negotiations was 20 million from Tank lot. So how is it too much that they asking for? It's not like he's taking from that pot. That's his pot by himself. Right. Guys, y'all forgetting that 20 million was Tank. Devin wasn't taken out of that. How is he asking for too much? Ow. Right. That don't make no sense to me.
But blessings to the queen of Vanilla Drop, the beautiful queen that makes up for 50% of the queens of the ring. Bassiana the Menace, be the menace in the building. Peace and blessings to you, queen. How you feeling today?
Be the menace, how are you? Salute.
Queen, drop the link to your channel in the chat. So A-side.
Salute.
But A-side, if I never had a conversation with you, how would you ever know? They are just making up stuff as they go, people.
Hey, this dude, you how you feeling tonight, champ?
But hold on.
How you feeling?
Hold me.
This dude really wants some funk.
Kyle is always you don't remember Kyle?
No, I don't remember him.
He always come on.
Oh, remember him?
Yeah, he come on. He come on all the time. He not new. He ain't new. He come on all the time. Me and him, we had two conversations already.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Jimmy Bernard, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on this in the super chat. This is Bill Haney here. This Cinco. What is it with these trolls? Not so smart guys. Mom, the meatloaf guys, spaghetti stained shirt. Salute Blue and A-side. Salute to my brother Jimmy Bernard in the super chat, dropping that.
That was funny.
Yeah. So Clarence Banks, what's good? So now they're just making up stuff as they go, people. Leonard Ellaby just said, Devin just said, I'll take the deal that Ryan gave me. How's he asking for too much? He's saying he'll take the deal Ryan gave him. Ryan only got $3 million guaranteed. How is that asking for too much?
Then you can't say Ryan did it at a catch weight because Tank is going up in weight. That's done. That argument is null and void now. It's done. It's out of the window.
Bro, the whole conversation is over.
It's null and void. It's finished.
It's all the entire conversation is over.
It's null and void now.
There's nothing you can debate. Nothing.
Salute next level coach. Hey, why I feel like I ain't seen you in a while. Salute.
Tank team saying one thing, Tank saying something completely different. They talking about Tank is too small. Tank saying I'm going to fight a welterweight.
Okay,
they said Devin Haney pricing himself out. He asking for too much. Yet, but Devin saying he'll take the same deal Ryan Garcia took. Ryan Garcia got a guaranteed purse of $3 million. The Saudi Arabia group, His Excellency, has just offered Tank a guaranteed purse of $20 million. That's double of his out. Right. That's double of the purse he's ever got in his career. If you go by the reported highest number they reported, which was $10 million.
But the most consistent that was reported was $5 million.
$5 million.
4 times the amount.
Right.
Nah, come on, man.
But I'm going with the highest number. Let's just go based off the highest number reported. $10 million. Wild. It's still double of that. And that have nothing to do with Devin. So make it make sense. How am I pricing myself out when somebody else is giving you the money? Okay, that's like me and the brother Kyle Porter debating, and A-side say, I'm gonna pay Blue, and 4K is gonna pay you. And then You be like, man, Blue asking for too much. How am I asking for too? What does it matter?
It's a third party that's paying it. It doesn't matter. It's not affecting you there.
It's not affecting you at all.
It's not affecting you. It makes
make it make sense, people. Salute to brother Steve Young back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub. He said, Blue, I rock with Tank heavy, but somebody asked Calvin why Tank don't take the 20 million, and Coach and them said, because they don't know where the money really coming from. I shook my head.
Now what I told you, Blue. Now what I told you, Blue. When I tell you that.
When I say that. You don't know who
when I say
can
that.
Google him.
When I say that, Blue. When I said that. When did I say that? When did I say that? When did I say that? When did I say that?
It's ridiculous.
Yo, when did I say that? Yo, I've seen now the weirdest argument that I've seen.
But A-Side, hold on, before you get into that. Me and you could Google Turkey out of sheep right now.
For sure.
A-Side. Anthony Joshua's getting ready to collect almost $100 million from Turkey out of sheep. Right now, when Anthony Joshua leaves Saudi Arabia, March 10th, do you think he care who put that money in his bank account?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, I wonder how many of these dudes is disinvested in the job that they're in right now. Like when they go to no. I know I work for Walmart, but who exactly is signing my check? Like,
right,
bro. I don't know. I just don't know. I can Google Walmart.
Hold up. I ain't gonna take this check.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna do you one better, A-Side. I'm gonna do you one better. A-Side, I'm gonna do you one better.
Yeah.
I just hit the lotto, but I ain't gonna accept this because I don't know who cutting this check. Where is this money really coming from?
Facts, Martin Smith.
This lottery money coming from? What are we talking about? Why do you care? Goofy. Wilder got paid. Joshua got paid. Big Baby Miller got paid. Dimitri Bivol just got paid. Everybody got paid. A-Side, show me one of them that's like, man, that Christmas money I got, December 23rd, as if, A-Side, hold on. As if they gonna get in trouble or something.
For sure.
Like they gonna be audited. Like, you got this from the Gottis. Like, what? You're a professional athlete, bro. Yo, A-Side. Hold on, check this out, A-Side.
I told you they said that. I told you, Blue.
You said it. That. But A-Side, check this out. What's his name? Jerry Jones for the Dallas Cowboys, right? I believe if I'm not mistaken, he's the richest owner in the NFL.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. But imagine the Cowboy player saying, man, I ain't going to really accept this check from Jerry Jones because I don't know where he got it from. Now, make that make sense.
When does they become auditors at this? Like, I'm trying to understand, like, when do they become tax professional or audit professionals to where they can say, oh yeah, he checks out. Like, who in that immediate team in that gym is going to take on the task of, yeah, this money check out? Like, how? Who? It makes no. It gets goofy, man. It is so goofy.
It gets super silly. Super silly. Michael Ford, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on this in the super chat. I was just on the Roz podcast and about the money in Saudi Arabia. He said he don't know if money is real. Shaking my head. You don't know if Prince Al-Sheikh money is real. All he got to do is ask the other fighters that fought on the card. That's it. He could call Deontay Wilder and say, is the money real? He could call Dimitri Bivol. Is the money real? Now, A-Side, let me help you out on top of that, right? Check this out. they come from all different walks of lives. And when I say that, A-Side, I don't mean their culture. Dimitri Bivol is not with Al Heyman.
Right.
Deontay Wilder is with Al Heyman.
Right.
Anthony Joshua's with Eddie Hearn.
That's true.
Otto Wallin, I believe, is with Top Rank.
And then you got Fury.
Fury's with top rank, and Frank Warren, Queensborough.
They're from all across the street.
All different walks of lives.
Exactly. It's a block party.
It's a block. So now think about this. So my point is saying is, A-Side, my point is saying that was, you have a top rank fighter, a PBC fighter, a matchroom fighter. These dudes is coming from all different walks of lives.
Salute, pugilist, Cisner. Salute.
Right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I agree.
You can't find out if the money is official from one of them. You think that you got Top Rank, Queensberry Promotions, Matchroom, and Al Heyman himself have fighters on this card, but they don't know if the money is real. Now make this make sense. And to add insult to injury, A-Side, TSM7, what's up, family? Dub C, what's up, family? To add insult to injury, A-Side. To add insult to injury, okay? You have a mixed martial artist on the card as well, and he ain't complaining about the money.
At all.
You got a top-ranked fighter, a mixed martial artist, a PBC fighter,
everybody but you,
a matchroom fighter, a independent fighter like Devin Haney, a Queensberry promotion fighter. All these different fighters is fighting on there. Ain't not near one of them complain to say, man, this money is a scam.
Not one. Oh, don't forget. No. Don't forget the fleet and allegiance of fighters and athletes that was flown out there. Remember, they was flown out there to watch the fight. You gotta think about it. Like each and every last one of them checks not clearing is just more of a chance for one person to say, "Hey, this money not real." You see what I'm saying?
It only take one person.
It only take one.
Only one person got to say, "Hey, bro, I never got paid."
Exactly, and that's it. You have a legitimate point there.
Tyson Fury is sitting with Prince Al-Sheikh. And check this out, A-Side. You got Egis Klimas, who is one of the most serious businessmen in the sport of boxing that represents Alexander Usyk, is sitting there. Do you think Egis Klimas is going to have his fighter, Usyk, on that card, and it's not real? Come on, man.
Right. Don't make sense to me.
Make it make sense. We asking silly questions. It just sounds like, again, like I said, they throwing out anything to hope it sticks.
Where was what network was Canelo fighting on when he fought Dimitri Bivol?
The Zone.
Cut it out, Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Who's fighting on the Zone right now? Conor Benn, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, was it true that Dimitri Bivol was supposed to get paid from that Canelo fight and the money was held because of political reasons? Is that not true?
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't it be more of a reason to question the Zone and where the Zone money and the Zone intentions lie in regard to paying than Al-Sheikh? The Zone actually have an asterisk by their name because Dimitri Bivol wasn't paid months after he had fought Canelo.
Right.
But Al-Sheikh never had a situation like that.
Steve Young, I need you to do me a favor too. I need you to go over there and ask them this question. Right?
Yo.
I can't even do this with a straight face, man. Let me let it go, man. I'm about to be petty Betty. Alan Matty's brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub.
They pay people.
People.
They pay him.
I don't know. See, the thing with Bivol is it wasn't from the zone. It was the country, the taxes that was holding him up. Because
the taxes that was holding him up.
Yeah, because remember they was freezing out all Russian athletes from being paid.
Okay, so he got paid by the zone.
He was getting
no.
No, he
Who was getting paid from? Who was getting paid by?
He was supposed to get, so it worked in the sense of, like, you know how you got a job and then your job pays you, but if you don't pay your child support, they'll hold your check.
For sure.
So it was that type of situation where the zone was going to pay Dimitri Bivol, but the United States was like, listen, we boycotting Russian athletes.
No, I get that. Okay. But I was just saying, did the zone pay him? You said the zone paid him, yes?
Oh yeah, he got paid. Yeah, eventually he got paid. Yeah, they
okay. I was about to say, because this is more of a claim, with the zone, with that situation than it is with the Prince Al-Seat.
Yeah. Even if he had fought in Saudi, it still would have been the same thing. If Saudi Arabia was, you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Because it didn't have nothing to do with the network. It had everything to do with the country.
And okay, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. That's cleared up. Salute Maya Egypt. Salute my love. How are you?
Blessed to the Queen Maya Egypt in the building. Alan Mattis, my brother, in the building in the super chat, dropping another half a dub.
Hey, this
he said Blue Canelo lights made a statue for the ginger duck. Let it sink in. Duck Nello worshippers got an idol with no beak or feathers. If Tank keeps Duck and Dev, it shows he's ready to take over Duck Nello's Duck title. It ain't looking good for him, bro. You can't. You can't justify this.
Oh, I remember Cal Porter now. I do remember he was cool when he came up there.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Cal Porter, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Like the content you're pushing, boxing on it daily. If you want to hear opposing views to open up conversation, drop a link if you want to chop it up. Yes, sir, Kyle. We're gonna chop it up in a second. Ace, I got to get out of here early. Steve Young, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, do you think the Prince is seeing that money back because he dishing out a lot of it?
It's not about him getting the money back. He want to make the fight. He want to make the fights he want to see before he transition. He says health is declining, and plus he loved the sport of boxing, so it's his way of also. It's also like philanthropical as well too. Would you agree, Blue? Like the fans get the fights that they want to see as well. So it's not only for him, but the fans also get it as well. He wants to do things for the sport of boxing before he transitions. So it's not about a return. I mean, you're talking about $19 billion. This guy have access to at any time. So it's not about how much of a return that will change his life at $19 billion.
Right. It's not. Yeah. And the thing is, he looks at the sport of boxing is the way a millionaire would buy a $100,000 chain.
Yeah.
That's the way he look at the sport of boxing. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like you buy a Birkin bag that costs you $12,000.
Salute, Band Up.
You know what I'm saying? You're not Band Up, what's up, nephew? You're not really looking at it. Cali World, Peace of Bless Queen. You're not really looking at it from a standpoint of what you can get back from it. Because he has other walks of life that he gets the money back. He recoups that. It's just his spending money.
It's probably recouped as it's going. I mean, you got petrol money. It's not the same thing. I mean, you just look in your tank and you can see where his money is coming from. Just look in the tank,
Right.
And so it's a different type of money. So this is one of the most idiotic comments that I seen, in defense of Tank. And it's nothing against Tank, fellas. Sometimes the comments just throw me off. So I seen the guy said Tank got over $50 million, just over $50 million, in his last fight. That what's $50 million, $19 billion? He don't need him. It's not too much of a difference in that, anyways. I was like, what? It's not too much of a difference between 50 million and 19 billion. Like, some people's brain cells are really fried. I was like, there's no way this dude, to put that into perspective, Blue. To put that into perspective, right? If you was to take a second to count every dollar represents a second, right? It'll take you a year and 7 months to count $50 million. 1 year, 7 months to count $50 million, right? It would take you 602 years to count $19 billion. 602 years. Some people are really, really smooth brain. I'm like, dude, are you serious? And you got to put that into perspective for some people. It's like, what are you talking? That's a huge difference.
Massive difference.
That's a huge difference.
And now let me say this, right? Malik K, what's up, family? Tavon Dupree, Creed Boston, what's up, family? Ronald Ellis, what's up? Puget Shizden, what's good? Now think about this too. Remember I told you about the decline of the sport of boxing?
Yeah.
Right. Did you look at the Super Bowl opening night was today? Okay. The Super Bowl opening night was tonight, in Vegas, right?
Okay.
They introduced both teams coming out, right? And introducing both teams coming out, A-side, they had the UFC fight announcer introduce both teams coming out.
Right.
The UFC, not a boxing, not Michael Buffer, not the UFC analyst. Because the sport of boxing.
Wait. Say that again.
So today's the opening night for the Super Bowl. The activists, what's up, family? Right? And tonight they had BBJ Trey, what's up? BBG Trey, what's up? Tonight they had the announcer from the UFC announce both teams for the Super Bowl tonight.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's more exposure for the UFC once again.
UFC smart. They're doing it the right way.
Right. No, but the NFL chooses you. You don't choose the NFL. The NFL chooses you.
My battery's low? Yo, I'm pulling the blue right now. Yo, my laptop not plugged up.
Hey, man, that'll get you every time.
Yo, hold on.
It'll get you every time.
It sure
Chris
will,
Carr, what's up,
man.
family? R. Stokes, what's good? 8K Crowder, my brother, what's up? Brother,
Yeah.
let me give you a word of advice. Word of advice for people. The 49ers is not a hobby for me. It's a lifestyle for me.
It is.
Let me say it again. The 49ers is not a hobby for me. It's a lifestyle. So I know people joke about it and I don't do wagers. I don't do none of that. It is a walk of life for me. I've been a 49er fan since 1982. It's a walk of life for me. You understand? It's not so to some people it's just a hobby and football and this. No, I got 49er tattoos. Do you understand? I live this. That's not something I do. You understand? It's a part of me. My kids will sing 49ers songs right now. If I turn my kids can all sing 49er songs, right? I live this. You understand? It's not something I do or it's not a hobby for me. It's what I am. So I know people say, you know what I mean? You know, fit for life. My brother Doc in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Eastside, he said, this Canelo Bud fight is sickening. UFC ain't having it. These are the fights people used to do after they cleared out their division at career's end. You right. Hey, A-Side, look what Cheese did, bro.
Yeah, I saw it. I was just waiting on you to see it.
Do you see what Cheese did?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm just waiting on you to say it.
Did you see? Yo. Yo, Cheese is wild for this, man. Cheese, you wild for this, man. How do you say $1.97? Bro, $1.97 is ridiculous. right? So he put, instead of putting the whole $500, he puts $1.97 and then puts the $4.98. 03 is ridiculous. That is petty at its finest. That is as petty as it gets.
Yeah, I'm just glad you got to say it.
That is as petty as it gets.
I'm glad you got to say it.
Nah,
I'm
I got
waiting to come up with it. Hey, everyone, at this moment, we're going to ask everyone to smash the like button. Again, if you're in the house, we have over 309 people that's inside of the building with us. We salute all of you guys. Salute Hood Rich 4410. We ask every last one of you guys to smash the like button. Press the X at the top right-hand side of the screen. If you're on any mobile device, click the thumbs up button until it glows black and then come back to the chat. We appreciate all of you guys. This content is not free, but you can pay for this content by making sure you smash that like button, pay your admission. We'll appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. Hood Rich 14, salute, salute, salute. Let me see. Tim Tszyu versus Boots next, since Crawford and Canelo is the next fight after Thurman versus Tim Tszyu. A-side Blue, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's see. Salute, salute, salute. Let me see what we got in the chat. It should be the paper, the PPL. What do you mean? I think probably the PPV. Oh, the people choice. The fight calls the way people.
Hold on, A-side.
Yeah.
Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, dropping that. What he drop, Poop?
$1.97.
On the super chat. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Cheese. I got something for you, brother.
Yo, he did.
It's a $4.98, Poop. How you say it?
$498.
Say it again.
Yo.
$498.
Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, dropping that. Say it again, Poop.
$498.
Appreciate
you. Yo.
Salute to Cheese, rolling on the floor. Got to derail your player. Sure. Nah, I got you, Cheese.
For sure, folks. For sure. He definitely did. He definitely did.
Hey, look at Cheese talking about. She left out the 3 cent.
Hell no, call her back. Hey, yo, read Hell no, call her back. Oh man. Yo. Oh man.
Hey, is that what he said? I don't know. I'll call him back.
You heard it in that voice, right? You heard it. Yo. Yo, Blue. I don't know why you do this, man. Only Cheese can turn a situation like that around.
Oh, snap. Bro, that made me sweat right now.
Yo, only Cheese can say something like that.
He didn't expect that.
He pulled the Uno reverse on you.
Oh, snap.
Salute to everyone in the chat.
Yo, I'm in tears,
man.
Bro.
Oh, man.
Snap. I'm in tears.
What were we saying before Cheese decided to throw you off, man?
I know. Well, hold up. Salute to my brother, Charles Edward Cheese, dropping that 500. us in the super chat. We appreciate you, great brother Charles Edward Cheese.
Hey, Danny Garcia. Hey, Danny Garcia, you notice Blue ain't remember what she said, right?
No,
Blue
not at
like,
all.
And Blue ain't remember what she just said.
Not at all.
At all.
Not at all.
At all. But
not in the least bit.
But no, I love you, great brother. I gotta head. I gotta be up super early.
All right, Asa, I appreciate you, great brother.
Super early. Appreciate all of you guys. Love you guys, man.
Hey man, I had to get him, bro.
Yo, that was a good one. Nah, that was a good one, but I don't.
Salute, man. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about it. Chase the coin. What's up, family? Where you been at? So here's the thing. Fit for life, brother Doc, back in the super chat. Much love to you, Doc. He said Davis should sue the boxing commission. He would win. No, he would have to. It would have to be Hood Rich. What's up, family? He would have to do that with he would have to do that with the sanctioning bodies, not the boxing commission, because the boxing commission, they could always maneuver around him and go fight in another state, because each city had their own boxing commission. So the boxing commission, let's say he took it up with Vegas, they just won't be able to fight in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? So Tara Purvis, peace and blessings, Queen. So it won't work. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to work. He would have to do it in. There's no one governing body. Hey, what's up, family? If there was one governing body, then that would be successful. But ain't nothing he could do about it. Alan Mattis, my brother, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I like Tank, but facts his fans are crowning him and lining Tank's pockets with and with Dub C and B level. Oh, with C and B level fighters are the problem. Real boxing fans don't tolerate this foolery, and that's the thing. Liba 926, what's good? That's the thing. See, I don't. Again, like I said, I don't have an issue. L Harper Reptile, what's good? I don't have an issue with Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Conor Benn. That's not the issue I have at all whatsoever. My issue is that people made it out to be for so long, oh, Devin Haney's too big. Devin Haney need to fight the guys his size. Devin Haney don't sell. Devin Haney ain't a draw. Devin Haney can't punch. Devin Haney this. Devin Haney that. Well, everybody that's somebody pretty much in the sport of boxing said Conor Benn looked bad in his last fight. So why are you looking to fight that man next? That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. Why are you looking to fight a guy that you said looked terrible? And Tank Davis himself said he looked terrible. So why are you looking to fight that man? He didn't give you no updates of what he thought about the Regis Prograis fight. All he said was Regis Prograis was tailor-made for him, which means he let you know that he thought Devin Haney looked spectacular in that fight. Because he just told you Regis Prograis was tailor-made. That means he's telling you indirectly that he knew Devin Haney looked great in that fight. But he looked great because Regis Prograis cooperated. Now, he threw his hat in the ring to fight a guy that nobody had any plans or thoughts on him fighting in Conor Benn. Conor Benn didn't even think it was a reality for him to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He didn't think nothing about it. He didn't mention him. So all the notions and all the things that he told you about for this fight with Devin Haney, everything that his team told you, now they coming up with, they throwing caution in the wind and hope that it sticks. That's what they doing. They throwing caution in the wind and they hope that it sticks. Point blank and period. Point blank and period. Now they're telling you that Devin Haney is pricing himself out when he ain't never even had a. How could he price himself out when you never had a conversation? Devin Haney's pricing himself out. He asking for too much money. When did you talk to him for him to ask for too much money? When did y'all have this conversation? Who reached out to him? Because it's ironic. When Bill and Eddie Hearn tried to reach out to him to have a conversation about a fight, he instantly said no. wasn't willing to have the slightest conversation, not in the least bit. So how would you know what he's pricing himself in or out of? Make it make sense now. They're saying anything now to make it, to try to justify. They told you forever in the day that Tank was too small. And now Tank Davis himself is saying he going to fight a welterweight who rehydrated up to 170 pounds. 7 hours before he even actually got in the ring. 7 hours before he even got in the ring, Conor Benn was 170 pounds. He had already gained 20 pounds. But they said to you, it ain't fair for Tank to fight. Ain't that what they said? It ain't fair for Tank to fight a guy who's 165 pounds. It ain't fair to fight a guy who's 165 pounds, but it's fair to fight a guy who's 175 pounds? Make it make sense, people. Nicholas Brady, what's up? Now make that make sense. It ain't fair to fight a guy 165, but a guy 175 is just okay. Now get this. He gonna fight a guy. Now they said Tank wasn't comfortable fighting at 140. That's what they told you. Tank ain't comfortable fighting at 140. He had one fight there. He ain't comfortable. Now he gonna go. He ain't comfortable fighting at 140 because he felt he was too small. But he gonna go a whole weight class above 140 to fight a guy who was just signed to fight at 160. His last two fights was at 150 pounds. And he tested positive for a banned substance. And yet you don't have no problem fighting that guy. Because Tank Davis never said that. The detractors, the protectors, all those people, those are the ones that said that. Not Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis never said that. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, Kate Mueller, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute, Comrade Blue, just tuning in. I didn't get the notification, but my question is, when is the Crawford versus Canelo fight? I got bugged by stoppage. It's going to more than likely happen September 14th. It's going to more than likely, if it does come to fruition, as many people are now expecting it to come to fruition, some things have to come in to work out. If it does happen, it'll be September 14th. Alan Maddox, my brother, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, whether folks think Devin lost to Loma or not, at least he fought him. That's more than we can say for Tank. He hasn't fought no top talent in their prime, period. And this is what's happening, right? See, I told you guys, be a fan of the sport of boxing first. Now you got people just running around insulting people. They can't take it now. The active activists, what's up, family? My brother in the super chat. Is Conor Benn better than Mario Barrios? Probably so. They probably on the same level. I think they probably on the same level. But see, all the now everybody's going. Kyle Porter said he's better. How would you know that? Based off of what? Conor Benn ain't never lost, right? Cool. But did Conor Benn fight the level of opposition that Mario Barrios fought? No. So how do you know he's better? Trez Mobley, what's good? We're speculating, right, to try to justify. Because Mario Barrios is bigger than Conor Benn. And he's fought better opposition now than Conor Benn has fought. So there's nothing to tell us that Mario Barrios is, when you're dealing with this level, When you have guys, there's some guys that are clearly better. Like you have Gervonta Boots Ennis. You know Gervonta Boots Ennis is clearly better. But there's nothing that says that Mario Barrios is not better than Conor Benn or Conor Benn is way better. Or there's no, that's just personal preference at that point in time. So Mario Barrios, right, fought Keith Thurman, your Dana Ugas, and Gervonta Tank Davis. He's 1-2. Conor Benn has never fought that level of opposition. So there's no way to say that Conor Benn is definitely better than Mario Barrios. No, that's called justifying him fighting Conor Benn. Now, I will say this, though. Conor Benn is for sure. Conor Benn for sure. Jovan Summers, what's up, family? Is a threat to Gervonta Tank Davis. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Is he a walk in the park? No, sir. No, sir. And I think he hits harder. So, you know what? You know what, Kyle? I will give Conor Benn the edge. But I think that you're right, Kyle Porter. I will say that Mario Barrios is better. He's slightly better because I think that he has more power. I think he's more athletic and more explosive. So I will say that he is slightly better. Because if they fought, I would favor Conor Benn, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, Kyle Porter, I'm going to agree with you, brother, because if they fought today, in my personal preference, I would favor Conor Benn to win that fight. Ray Davis, what's up, family? Mr. Ohugu, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub. On your boy Blue in the super chat. He said if Tank wants to fight a Conor that put on a bad performance and can't sell, why not Shakur that put on a bad performance and on top of that in your weight class and on your list as well? Tank fans forgot about that. I didn't forget about it, and you're 1,000% correct. They said that Shakur Stevenson looked terrible. But again, this is why, Mr. Ohugu, the reason why is that Chris, what's up? The reason why, Mr. Ohugu, they're justifying this, money talks, deuce. What's up? Junior Coolington, 86. What's up, family? The reason why they're justifying this, salute to you, dropping that full dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I appreciate you, great brother. The reason being is because they feel like Conor Benn is going to cooperate. I told you guys. BP77, DOG215. What's up, family? I told you guys, right? I told you guys that, and again, like I told you, I'm not appalled to Tank Davis fighting Conor Benn. I'm not appalled to him. I wanted to see the Manny Pacquiao fight. So y'all know I'm not appalled to the Conor Benn fight. I knew he wasn't going to fight Devin Haney next. I knew he wasn't going to fight Shakur Stevenson next. And I knew he wasn't going to fight Teofimo Lopez next. But all of these labels that people stated that, oh, he's not going to, Devin Haney, y'all put all these labels, y'all owe Devin Haney an apology. You owe him an apology. Because you said Devin Haney trying to weight bully. He too big. Why he picking on Tank? Why he trying to fight a 135-pounder? Well, that same 135-pounder is trying to fight a welterweight. Now, more importantly, the moment Devin Haney, now, we're going to keep this in mind now because there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings. Remember this now. When Devin Haney said, I might go to 147 and fight Keith Thurman, y'all started coming out and saying, if he gonna go to 147 and fight Keith Thurman, why don't he fight Gervonta Boots Ennis? Devin Haney, if you gonna go to 147, ain't that what his team said? Ain't that what Tank Davis' team said? If he gonna go to 147, he should be fighting Gervonta Boots Ennis. Now, if Tank gonna go to 147, why ain't he fighting Gervonta Boots Ennis? Nobody? Nobody want to justify this? Because everybody was saying if he gonna go to 47, he should be fighting the best that's there. Fight Gervonta Boots Ennis. Blue Art, what's good? Why is it nobody saying that Tank should be fighting Gervonta Boots Ennis now? Somebody. You see how those chickens come home to roost? Now, when y'all go over there and y'all talk to them, ask them, if he going to 47, why ain't he trying to fight Gervonta Business? Exactly, Trez Mobley. He said, and it's the same network as on top of it. Didn't they tell you they want to keep it in-house? They don't want to go out-house. Why Tank got to go outside of Al Heyman? He with Al Heyman. Well, Gervonta Business is right in his backyard. Michael Demps was good. So what? What we going to do now? Why ain't he fighting Gervonta Business, people? To the people that said why Devin Haney ain't fighting Gervonta Business, somebody tell me why they not calling for Tank to fight Gervonta Business right now. Where's everybody? Huh? Suddenly, nobody got nothing to say, huh? And Boots, yeah, where he at DOG 215? He right up the interstate. But when it was Devin Haney, y'all was saying, if he gonna go up there, he should fight Gervonta Business. Well, guess what? Also, I got one more for you. Didn't he tell you that Terence Crawford was chinny? Didn't he say he would knock out Terence Crawford? And y'all said it was a joke? Well, now if you're going to fight a welterweight, why ain't you fighting Terence Bud Crawford? Are you choosing the weakest link again? I'm just DF. What's up, family? Because somebody got to stop me and tell me something. Because when he went to 140, he fought the path of least resistance. He didn't fight Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis. He chose Mario Barrios. Now he going to go to 147. Don't choose Gervonta Business. Don't choose Terence Crawford. He going to choose Conor Benn. Y'all got to make this make sense for me now. Y'all got to make this make sense for me now. Fit for life, my brother Doc, back in the building, back in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. He said, will Conor Benn get credit if he beats Tank? Oh, yeah, he going to get credit. Now, you're going to have the Tank Davis fans ain't going to give him no credit. Oh, no, sir. Scream 1, 2, 3, what's good? Oh, no, sir. They're going to tell you how Conor Benn is Tank Davis was just daring to be great. They're gonna pull the same they're gonna pull the same old rug from underneath your feet, the same one they used when Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez. Man, he was just daring to be great. He was just daring to be great. And he came up short. That's what they're going to tell you. That's what they're going to tell you. No, I ain't talking about I'm not talking about Tank. I'm talking about the people around him. I'm talking about his team and his fans. They did all that capping. They did all that capping. That's who I'm talking to. Tank could do what he want. Again, like I said, I don't got no issue with Tank fighting Conor Benn. I ain't got no issue with Tank fighting Manny Pacquiao. I knew he wasn't going to fight Devin Haney next. I knew he wasn't going to fight Shakur. But all those excuses y'all had for him not fighting Shakur, oh, he can't fight Shakur because Shakur is boring. Shakur ain't do nothing. He 130-pounder. He 130-pounder. So why he... You got to... When Bill and Devin called him, oh, you can't... They knew they wasn't really trying to fight. That's why they called Tank, because they really not trying to fight. If they really was trying to fight, they call Al Heyman. Well, guess what? Leonard Ellaby said that Tank is a 130-pounder. Now, Tank himself took it upon himself to go out and negotiate a fight with a full-fledged welterweight. And guess what? Tank ain't one time take the social media and tell Eddie Hearn now to go deal with Al Heyman. Now, the best way, what they say, the best way to get through Tank is through Al Heyman. But now suddenly, Tank could do it directly himself. He's independent. But when Bill Haney reached out to make a fight, y'all said he don't really want to fight. He just bluffing, because if he really wanted to fight, he'd call Al Heyman. Now, the same Eddie Hearn, the same guy, Matchroom CEO and promoter, Eddie Hearn, that reached out on behalf of Devin Haney to make a fight with Tank Davis, he had no words for him. And y'all said, man, Tank Davis don't want to deal with Eddie Hearn, right? And Lenny Ellaby told you, if he do a deal, it ain't going to be with Eddie Hearn. Now he's negotiating with Eddie Hearn. Make this all make sense, people. I'm all confused. Now he's independent. Now he can stand on his own too. Make this make sense. Bill and Dev didn't really want to fight because when they contacted him to make an offer, well, he said they don't even know who to get in contact with. Well, apparently they was in contact with the right person all along. What do you know? They was in contact with the right person from the very beginning. Because now Eddie Hearn, they just had the wrong opponent available for him. Ain't that messed up? Ain't that something? So Eddie Hearn, he had the right guy the whole time. He just had the wrong opponent being offered. Y'all got to start making this make sense. It ain't looking good. Yoke boys, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. On your boy Blue in the super chat. Didn't Bill Haney say if 135 get too hot, we'll go to 140? If Haney really wants to fight and he's really the dream, fight Tank at 135. Haney needs all the advantages he can get. Yoke boy, this is what I'm gonna tell you, dude. I appreciate your half a dub, but that didn't even make sense. So I need you to take a refund. That don't even make sense. I don't even feel comfortable taking your half a dub, great brother. And I appreciate you supporting me and supporting the channel. But I suggest you ask for a refund because that made 0 sense. So you just said Devin Haney wants the advantage. Yet Tank is going to fight a welterweight above 140. But to fight Tank, he wants to fight. Devin has to go to 135. So the person looking for the advantage, my great brother, would be Gervonta Tank Davis. You said Devin Haney wants the advantage. The person that would have the advantage in that situation would be Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is getting ready to fight above 140. So now he's going to fight a guy bigger than 140. But in order to fight Devin Haney, he got to weight drain Devin Haney to fight at 135. And you trying to tell me Devin Haney is looking for the advantage. Great brother, go ahead and get your refund. Because that didn't even make no sense. That made 0 sense. That makes 0 sense, brother. That made no sense. I always tell you guys to repeat it to yourself in the mirror out loud before you come here and say it in the world. Because it might make sense to you. But then once you say it out loud, it just makes 0 sense. So now you saying that, Ahmad Karimo, what's good? So now, Rebel Life, what's up? Boston, what's up? So now you said that Tank, now you bought the bottle of beer at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I bought the bottle of beer at 10 o'clock. So that time when you bought the bottle of beer at 11 o'clock, you know, because when at 11 o'clock, now you know you done messed up, right? Now you know you done messed up, right? Lucky Showtime was good. Michael Dempsey was good. Mike Williams was good. Now you know you done messed up, right? Alex Rodriguez, what's up, family? Now, if Tank saying he ain't comfortable fighting at 140, my Egypt Peace Bless the beautiful queen, how you feeling today? If Tank said he ain't comfortable fighting at 140, yet he's going to fight a guy a whole nearly 2 weight classes above him, why would Devin Haney come back down to 135? Because you don't believe. You don't believe that Tank Davis can beat him. So you want Tank Davis to have an advantage. And Tank said he ain't comfortable fighting at 140, but he gonna go 2 weight classes up? Now make that make sense. Imagine a person sitting in the mirror, right? And saying, I ain't comfortable with all this weight on me. I gotta do something about it. I'm 250 pounds. I ain't comfortable with this 250 pounds on me. I gotta do something about it. And then they go and gain 50 more pounds. So if you wasn't comfortable at 250, you're going to be disgusted at 300. Now make this all make sense. Please make this all make sense, brother. Make this all make sense. Alan Maddox, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Alan Maddox, he said, Tank fans like Nello, they'll pay to see Tank versus a beanbag. No, they're actually worse than Canelo Alvarez fans, because Canelo Alvarez fans don't even be saying these types of things. This is a whole different breed. These guys got new types of skin. You know, you can't tell the difference between them and the regular people and the real boxing fans. They got bad breath. You know, they sweat. They a completely different type of breed. We're not used to these. We're not used to these types of breed. You know, we used to see them coming from a mile away. This is a whole different breed. These guys, you know, they walk, they talk, they cry, they have bad breath. You know, they are completely different type of breed. This is completely different. This is a whole different stream we are dealing with. That's what this is. You have never seen this. This is completely different, bro. You know, this is a T2000 right here. You understand? This is a casual 2000. This ain't the normal one. You know, this is an advanced this is an advanced, you know, creation. We haven't seen this. This is a whole different breed we dealing with. Alan Maddox, my brother, back in the super chat. Andy Garcia, what's up, family? He said Christian apologist, Muslim apologist, and Tank apologist. Yeah. Travis Touchdown, what's up, family? This is a whole different breed of folk you different with. You know, at least the Canelo Alvarez thing, they had somewhat, you know, that this is different. I mean, bro said, and Tank fighting a guy that fought at 150. Do y'all realize Conor Benn was signed to fight at 160? Tested positive for a banned substance. His last 2 fights was at 150 pounds. He's a welterweight, career welterweight. And yet, that's the guy you fighting. But you tell me a guy that had 1 fight at 140, a junior welterweight, that was in the same division with you for 4 years, is too big? Now make that make sense, people. Now make this all make sense. It makes 0 sense, people. 0 sense. To be able to come up with these types of things is utterly ridiculous. I mean, the brother just told me that he asked his team, why you choose Conor Benn over Devin Haney? And they said Devin Haney is pricing himself out. And they ain't ever even had a negotiation. How you pricing yourself out when you never even talked? That's like saying you walk into a restaurant, never pick up the menu, never check the prices, just look around and be like, and walk out. And then when you walk out, they be like, hey man, did you ever eat there? And you be like, nah, they too expensive. You understand? That's how I feel. We got to make this make sense. We have to make this make sense, people. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, people. Jorge Venecio, what's up, family? Make that make sense. Imagine my wife saying, hey, let's go to this restaurant. And I'd be like, nah, baby, that restaurant too expensive. And she'd be like, you ever ate there? And I say, no. Well, what's the prices? Did you ever look at the menu? Nope. Do you ever check the prices of the menu? Nope. What do you think what do you think that she would say? What do you think the next thing she gonna say to me is? First of all, she gonna look at me like I got 10 heads, right? She gonna be like, what? She gonna look at me like I got 10 heads. That's first and foremost. That just sounds utterly ridiculous, right? That just sounds utterly ridiculous. So one of them is saying that Conor Benn is too heavy. The other one said Devin Haney's pricing himself out. Make this all make sense, people. Judah 773, what's up, family? Alan Mattis, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. My brother Alan Mattis, he said the only folks buying this is the church tankologies. Yeah. C. Urban Witch, my brother. Salute to Judah 773. OMG Beats. Big Sarge 31. What's up? What she say, Big Sarge? She gonna say you're ducking that restaurant. That's exactly what she gonna say. Mr. 62nd Street, what's good? She gonna say you were ducking. C. Urban West, he said maybe they just don't want to break bread with Haney. Strong possibility. I don't doubt it, right? And that's what it's looking like. It's a few things on the table. You're not confident you can win, and you don't want to break bread with him. All of the above is absolutely terrible. Martin Smith, he said, Blue, funny story. I was ducking a restaurant for a minute. Finally took a girl out to the restaurant. She wanted him, and the prices was reasonable, and the food was good. Yeah. But Martin, just imagine you telling people, imagine you keep telling her, and she's asking you, hey, bro, what was the prices there? No, it was expensive. But what was the prices? I don't know. What? Isn't that going to sound utterly ridiculous? What was the prices? Yeah, I don't know. But I know it's expensive. Based off of what? Based off of what? Based off of what? Joel, what's up, family? Where you been at? It makes zero sense, people. There's absolutely no justification for it at all whatsoever. You can't, and instead of them, see, this is the thing. You know when your parent told you, when you was a kid, they always tell you this, son, if you tell a lie, you're going to keep having to tell a lie. But if you tell the truth, you only got to tell the truth once. But see, they were so used to and so accustomed to telling you what Devin Haney wasn't. Now they got to justify all of those things. But Tank is his own man making his own decisions, so it's making everybody look bad. Now it's making, see, Tank is his own commodity. So he moved to the drum of his own beat. He don't care what they say. He don't care what they say. He moved to the drum of his own beat. That's what happens. But for so long, instead of them telling the truth, like, hey, bro, listen, when does the Haney fight happen? I don't know. I don't know. When Tank get ready. That's it. That's all. When is the Haney fight gonna happen? Okay, Joel, blessings to you. You know what's ironic? My whole family got it. MP Dub TF, what's up, family? So it was, if they just say, listen, you know something? We don't know when that fight happened. But if you pay attention, everybody on Gervonta Tank Davis' team is telling you something completely different. Every person. They're not on the same accord at all. At all. Every single person is on a different accord. They all telling you something completely different, which tells me they don't know. Which tells me Gervonta Tank Davis keeps it close to his chest. They don't know. They have no idea what's going on. None. Because if they did, they wouldn't all be on different. Is Bill and Dev on 10 different accords? When you hear Eddie Hearn, Bill Haney, and Devin Haney talk, do you hear a whole bunch of different rhymes and reasons and roads and all types? Kevin Jackson, what's up, family? Conor Benn is a great fight for Devin Haney. He's a great fight for Tank Davis. 10 Beers, 1, what's up, family? I'm not saying he's not. He's a great fight for Gervonta Tank. That's a great fight. That's a great fight for Gervonta. I'm not appalled to it. It's just abundantly clear he ain't comfortable. Either he's preparing himself for Devin Haney, that weight class, or moving up, but he don't want to fight Devin Haney right now. That's abundantly clear, and that's okay. But they all on different accords. They all tell you something different. Why he ain't fighting? Well, because, and listen to this, right? Coach Kenny said earlier that Tank was just joking and Conor Benn is too big for him. Now, Coach Calvin apparently said that they choosing Conor Benn because Devin Haney is pricing himself out. Leonard Ellaby said Tank Davis is a 130-pounder competing at 135. For what? And Tank Davis comes out and says, Kenneth Neal, what's up, family? Then Tank comes out and says, I'm fighting a junior middleweight. And made them all look bad. And he just made them all look bad. And on top of it, they said, well, here's the thing. You got to call Al Heyman. Eddie Hearn called Tank Davis directly. Now watch this now. Terrell, what's up, family? Now, either which way, let's say Tank is joking. Then that means he's clout chasing. And if he ain't clout chasing, he's serious, then they look terrible. Either which way you slice it, it all looks bad. Now here's this. Conor Benn says, we sending you the offer on its way. Tank Davis responds, relax. Let me, he didn't say let Al and your boss handle it. He says, let me and your boss work. We got it. didn't say let Al and your boss work it out. He said let me and your boss work it out. Exhibit A right there. Do you see Al Heyman's name anywhere in this equation? He ain't trolling Conor Benn. You see it right there. They still talking today. Why is he trolling him? He sent a message out to Devin Haney last night, 3:30 in the morning, then immediately deleted it. He ain't delete none of these messages to Conor Benn. Right? You see it right there. Where does it say Al Heyman on there? Somebody tell me where it says Al Heyman on here. Man, you got to call Al if you really want to fight. Suddenly, you don't have to call Al. So what he just told you was, when I really want to fight you, Al Heyman is not necessary. Adam Quinnos, what's good? I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna let the people cook for 30 minutes and then we out. There go the link, people. Come up here, speak your piece. C. Urban Witt said he freezing Haney out. He making himself look bad. Well, not himself, but he making his team look bad. He making them look bad. What's up, great brother?
What's going on, Blue? How you doing?
Same old, same old. How you feeling?
All right. Good. Just grinding at the crib, doing a little work. You keeping me entertained with this boxing talk. Appreciate
What you doing? Painting, great brother?
Yeah, painting, spackling. It's like it never ends, man.
Yeah. I see you on the grind.
That's it. But yo, I agree 100% with everything you're saying. You know, Tank Davis, he basically destroyed that narrative that he's a 135-pound fighter if he's actually going to pursue a fight with Conor Benn. You know, because he's just putting a battery in the back of anyone at 140 that's calling Tank to move up. And they're using that narrative. He's not built for that division, but yet he's going to move up and fight a puncher that's heavier and came in the same weight Haney came in his last fight. You know, it's stupid. You know, he really shoots his own defense narrative because he don't want the Haney smoke. Stylistically, I don't think it's a good matchup for him. So I would advise Tank, if I was in his team, to not fight Haney. Truthfully, even though as a boxing fan, it's what we want to see. I don't think he could beat Haney, especially at 140.
And the thing is, right?
Yeah.
With the weight, Conor Benn was 170 pounds. That's 5 pounds more than Dev was 7 hours before he even got in the ring. Devin was 165 in the ring. Conor Benn was 170 before he even got to the ring. 7 hours.
Yeah. You know what's the worst thing about it is that I have faith in Tank's skills, but he's not even willing to fight the best at 135. And he wasn't looking to get the belts. He's always taking the easy route. And I appreciate that you kind of, you shed light on the fact that as boxing fans, we got to hold these boxers accountable because they're killing the sport, not mixing it up with the top opposition. I will say, though, you're making your point very clear. And I wouldn't say Tank versus Haney is the most anticipated fight, but it's up there. It's something I'd like to see. And, and I like how you're just being honest about how you see it. You know, it's not like I could really dissect anything you're saying, and I'm not even here to, you know, dispute you. It's just, you're just calling it like it is. So, you know, I appreciate that, man.
Right. So, like, you could say, you could make a case: Canelo, David Benavidez,
Facts, yeah.
Crawford, Canelo, right? But
Yeah.
Tank and Devin is definitely top 3. It's
I
just
would-
it all comes down to personal preference at that point.
Yeah. I'd say top 5 because I'd like to see Bivol, Arthur. I'm more of a fan of people competing with people at their weight class. So I wouldn't even put.
But even that, that's I can't wait for that. But again, that's not a bigger fight.
Because of star power, yeah.
It's
But,
it's a very good fight.
Matchup. Yeah.
Like Bivol and Beterbiev, they ain't gonna do 1 million pay-per-views.
No.
I don't even think is it even on pay-per-view?
Probably not.
I don't. It might be because it's in Saudi, right?
So they put it on one of them cards out there. It might be pay-per-view, but if it's not for that, it would just be an ESPN app or DAZN.
I think it's gonna be on pay-per-view. Matter of fact, because it's gonna be on DAZN.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's gonna be on DAZN, so it's gonna be on pay-per-view. And it's a huge fight. It's just not commercially. Devin and Tank is a competitive fight, and it's a big commercial fight. Mm-hmm. That's a competitive fight, but it's not a big commercial fight. That's for us. The 3 of us here know that fight.
Yeah.
You go ask your casual, your hey man, better be and Bivol, they're gonna be like, who? But you mentioned Devin Tank. You know, I heard Devin name. I know who Tank is, type of thing. You dig what I'm saying?
With you speaking on this, it kind of makes me wonder, you know, the narrative for Tank has always been cash cow. And I know he does tremendous gates. But I just think that's a little inflated, that whole cash cow point of view, because his pay-per-view numbers don't indicate he's a cash cow. His last fight obviously was phenomenal numbers. But there was a huge variable in that I don't think people are really giving much attention to. You know, I don't think Garcia is the top fighter, but he brings those people that aren't watching every boxing match. The people that just, like, people keep saying Tank is the draw, Tank is the draw. I just think that's really the propaganda of Mayweather Promotions pushing. That's all Ellerby's always talking, every interview. And he might, you know, do the best gates, but they're acting like he's in a different stratosphere. And I just think the numbers are inflated because of his last fight. Prior to that, I mean, what was he doing? 150 to 250,000 pay-per-views? That's not out of this world.
You know what I noticed today, Kyle? I never realized. I was actually just back thinking. I was like, yo, Tank only had 3 headlining pay-per-views. He always fought under somebody else, or he fought on a regular audience.
Yeah.
Showtime. He just started with Rolly Romero. So we talking like he's been out there. Yeah, that's his first pick. That's his first headliner.
Leo Santa Cruz, was he the co-main?
Yeah, it was all under Earl. Most of his fights was under Earl. What the hell? What is this dude pissing in the toilet, bro? Like, come on, man.
Bro, we see you.
Come on.
Crazy.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, bro, that's crazy, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like he did like every show, like he was a pay-per-view star. Like he was always a co-main or under somebody else's card, or he just fought the main event on like Showtime.
Yeah.
That was it.
Leo Santa Cruz was a co-main event?
I think he was the main. I think he was the main event.
But wasn't that on regular Showtime, Leo Santa Cruz? That wasn't pay-per-view.
I gotta check that. You might be right.
Yeah, I don't think he had his last 3 things was pay-per-view. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know the specifics on that.
Oh, snap.
But that's just the smoke screen that his promotional company uses often. Like he's the cash cow. He's gonna do what he wants. But I mean, I'm glad that at least people are hip to the fact that he's not making the fights we want. You know,
and if Leo was pay-per-view, it wasn't no $79. It was probably $49.
Since we know, Blue, we know Dev is not going to mix it up with Tank's not going to mix it up with Dev. Who would you like to see him face if he doesn't face his mandatory?
Who's that, Dev?
Yeah, anybody.
See him fight. Matias.
How about you, Ray?
He was a pay-per-view.
Ray, who you want to see Dev mix it up with?
That was his first pay-per-view fight. Leo Santa Cruz.
Matias. I would like to see Matias. I think that's an easy win for Devin though. Like I want to see him challenge. Hitchison's would be good. I think they mirror each other well. I just think Devin has a step on him, but I think that'd be a really good fight.
Yeah. What's Matias's height compared to
5'8"?
Does he got like similar reach? Well, Haney got long arms. What is he like 70, 72?
Yeah, Matias got like 5'8.5" with like 71-inch arms.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good challenge though, because the pressure, and he's been getting everybody up out of there. So if Devin does take him out, is victorious, I think that's a good mark on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been fighting at 135. He's always had the size advantage, height, reach, natural God-given athleticism.
Right.
So at least with somebody who's a come-forward fighter, I think it would just kind of show another wrinkle in, it's another good test for him. More so probably than Regis, who was flat-footed and never really closing the distance.
It's actually weird because Matias, when he sits down, he gets flat. He's really flat when he sits down to punch. But when he can't cut off the ring. The problem is he can cut off the ring. But with Devin has serious jabs, and that's and he creates distance with those jabs. So I think it's going to be hard. Even if he cuts off the ring, it's going to be hard because Devin's he sidesteps very well and pivots very well. So I mean,
he's nice with it.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Facts.
Devin jab and his footwork is going to be a problem for Matias.
Correct.
A serious problem for Matias.
The people who dislike Devin, I think they kind of contribute his success so far to his size, the advantage that he's had on previous opponents.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's a good opportunity for him to kind of put some of that to rest by, just fighting a little bit, I guess, a bigger opposition as far as stature, but it's styles like you guys always talk about, it's styles make fights. So I get why you would like to see him face Hitchinson to see who's really like the more slick and elusive and skillful boxer.
And see, I like the Richardson Hitchin fight. The problem that I have with that is that stylistically, right? For one, it's not going to sell.
It's going to be boring.
Exactly. It's not going to sell because the truth is, and I love Richardson Hitchin. I'm New York through and through, but nobody knows who he is.
That's true.
And and here's the problem I have. He was with Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
And look at his style. They should have made him market him after Gervonta Tank, after Tank Davis he was the most talented under their banner after Tank.
What's he fighting on? Top Rank now? Promotional?
No, he's with the Zone.
Okay.
Right. So and the style of the fights is not going to make for a good fight on top of it.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. People would give him some criticism if they're both just kind of reluctant.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be somewhat like a glorified sparring match, most likely.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just think Devin is a step ahead of him, like with speed and footwork. He's just it's like just a step.
Yeah.
They're both about the same level, but he's just a step ahead of him. I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've been checking film, so that's crazy.
Yeah. Hitch got some long arms, though. His arms is like boots.
Yeah.
Dude got some extremely Yelk Boys brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco. He said, when Tank stops Haney, will you give Tank his credit? Let me know when he's there, when he agrees, and then I could tell you about credit. You talking about credit, and you ain't even get a job yet. We can't talk about credit.
Yo, I was having a conversation before about like what's considered clout chasing. I had thought that anytime you're using somebody else who's relevant to put yourself in conversation, that's clout chasing.
You were.
And I was told only if the person that you're name dropping is popular. So in the case of today, like what Tank was doing with Conor, Benn, I seen it as like clout chasing because The dude just fought. You're dropping his name, sending screenshots, putting them on Twitter. You clearly want to be discussed because of what this man just did tonight.
You know why?
And he didn't even mention Tank at all. He mentioned Devin as number one. He said Chris Eubanks, Errol Spence, because of what Errol Spence has said, Chris Eubanks because of their rivalry, Devin Haney because what Devin Haney said, Kell Brook because of their rivalry, and Mario Barrios because he said Mario Barrios is going to be elevated to a champion. He didn't even had no inklings, no conversation, not a thought in his brain was talking about Tank Davis.
No, straight clout chasing.
That's
And I heard what you said because I heard it when you said it, and then I was somewhere else earlier, and it was like he can't be clout chased. He is the clout. I said, what does that even mean?
Right.
Like anybody can be. It don't matter who you are. That y'all just making excuses, man. Y'all give anything and everything to say. The Tank Protection Agency is on the rise, so they
right.
They hiring
like I said,
they hiring for real.
And let me ask y'all this, right? Because it don't even make sense. His team is on. Everybody's on a whole different accord.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Ellaby saying he 130 pounder.
Yep.
Coach Calvin saying that he Shakur is boring and Dev priced himself out. And Kenny is saying Tank was only joking because Conor Benn is too big for him. Now how they gonna answer those questions if Tank goes here and says all right and signs the fight Conor Benn? And to me, I don't know about y'all, but it don't sound like he's looking to fight on Amazon.
Right. And I ain't hear Al name called once.
Not once, right? And another thing I want to say to y'all, ask y'all this. I thought the A side don't wait for the B side. Because he's telling Conor Benn to send him the contract. But when Devin and Bill contacted him, they said, wow, why is Bill can't send him nothing?
Well, I mean, Leonard Ellaby did an interview. I'll try to find the link, and he said that Tank is already going to be fighting on Amazon. He can't give a fighter a date sometime this year, and then also, I truly don't believe any of the Conor Benn talk whatsoever. I think it's smoke and mirrors to freeze out Devin Haney from getting the fight. Same thing they did with Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney.
All right, so let's just say it is. Wasn't Tank supposed to announce his fight on for March 30th? And that never even happened. They didn't drop that back to the summer. So is he really fighting on Amazon?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in his camp with Coach Calvin just getting back and stuff like that. Here's the thing. I like Tank and Haney, so I don't really have like a dog to pick in this fight. I think that they're both capable of winning this fight. Haney with his boxing ability and using his range. And then I think Tank's power is always the equalizer in any fight he's in. I think they both got a good chance of winning this fight, and they both believe that they can win this fight. I know that from speaking with them, but I think that a lot of the narrative is really good for YouTube, and these topics are really good to keep conversations going, and so that's why we're having them. But in reality, like what's actually going on behind the scenes is a lot more clear to both of the fighters, Tank and Haney.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. You know what's crazy? All these cats out there though that just throw Tank's name up, they all nicknamed Bob Ross. You know why? Because they paint the narratives all day long, and they don't let you get a word in. They don't want to hear what you got to say. They just want to control the narrative just to prove that Tank, their boy, is out there making the right moves. But everything Devin do, no matter what it is, and I'm not sticking up for Devin. What I'm saying is everything Devin do is a fallacy. But when Tank do the same thing, he just trolling. He just messing around, or Tank can do this. Man, I just sat there in an argument with somebody telling me that, why didn't Devin drop the fight to go fight Tank? I said, why didn't Tank drop his fight to go fight Devin? Because he's the A side. You ain't see Earl drop his fight. I said, it doesn't matter. Earl was the A side. He was chasing Bud. So is that like that's the same thing? How you gonna bring that up?
And so I agree. I think people don't even really dislike Haney. I truly believe that people's dislike for Bill is so strong that it trickles down to Devin Haney. And Bill has been calling out Tank so much and saying Tank's name so much that the fans of Tank or people that aren't true fans of boxing automatically push that hate on and disdain for Bill onto Haney. And to be honest, Haney as a fighter has been one of the purest fighters that has stepped in the game since, like, I don't know, since Floyd. It's like since I don't know when, because he's came in the game, he's fought clean, never been any scandals or drug cheats. He's a pure boxer. Like he's one of the best technical boxers in the game today. Like, so I think Haney just gets a lot of flack for his dad, but I would ride that hard for my son, especially as a black father and a promoter in the game. I would ride just as hard for my son, and it's my job as a promoter. So I think a lot of the things that we end up talking about on these channels and the conflicts that we get into are more people's personal dislikes for these fighters than it has to do with any business at all.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I agree with that.
Salute to my brother Jake, Derek Waddle, Ronald Martin III. What's up, family? Darnell Schaefer. What's up, family? Whoa, what's up, family? Where you been at? Terrell, what's up, family? Trey Day 5. What's up, family? So it's like this, right? Chantel Hill, what's up, family? The thing that the only issue, I don't have an issue with Tank fighting Conor Benn or any other fighter. It's like CK said, the double standards is what I'm fighting against. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna say, hey, bro, again, like I said, right, CK, when the moment Dev said and Bill said, well, we could go to 147 and fight Keith Thurman.
Right.
Instantly, even Tank team, instantly people said, well, if you're going to do that, fight Boots.
Go fight Boots, right.
Yeah, just throw him into the fire. Just throw him out the window.
Why he ducking Boots? He don't mention Boots' name.
Right.
Now Dev going to fight a guy who's bigger than Boots.
Man,
now he's not in stature. He's not bigger than Boots, but what I'm saying is his last few fights, he was getting ready to fight at 160 against Chris Eubanks Jr. and he was getting ready to fight at and he was gonna fight and his last two fights was at 150.
Hey, can we just appreciate how much of a bad man that boy Boots is? Because
for sure,
in every situation, he's the name that is used to throw the wrench in it.
What did I say? You know what I keep saying, Michael Demps? I keep saying this. He is the new security guard.
Yup.
he the big brother. You keep talking, I'm gonna go get my big brother.
Because here's the thing, I don't want to see Tank or Devin against Boots. Not right now, because I think this is the smallest weight class for Boots. I think because I've seen like Boots in the gym is huge, dog. Like y'all see these fighters on fight night, but if y'all seen them in the gym, like Bud, y'all talking about Bud versus Canelo, the size difference, y'all ain't seen Bud in the gym.
Right. Boots is big, man.
Dude. Yeah. I think the fans only yells about Boots because Bill said they only want the best and the biggest fights.
Still,
Boots is solid. I mean, Canelo is solid.
Solid,
yeah. He like Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Their frames are solid, and people, and this is the problem, right? People confuse, they confuse height with size. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly they'll tell you like, man, they'll tell you he too little. Well, you ever seen him in person? Because Tank's actual frame is bigger than Shakur's. He's just shorter than Shakur.
Right.
But he got a very sturdy, solid frame. Shakur, man, I was next to Shakur and looking at his hand, and his hands is so little.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Tank got you. I know y'all all remember this. You remember when you was growing up, you used to look at your knuckles? Man, I got grown man knuckles now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shakur still got little baby hands. His frame is more slender. Tank got that, like, you see Manny Pacquiao, he's short, but Manny Pacquiao legs is huge, his head is huge. You know what I'm saying?
And you know from experience, just like people built like that got power.
Exactly.
Just natural raw
power.
power.
To give y'all another example, look at when Manny moved up to when Eric Morales and Marquez moved up. Their frames never looked like a welterweight ever.
Yeah.
He did. Their frame never fit welterweight or junior welterweight.
Right.
When Eric Morales fought Danny Garcia, he looked like he just gained weight. Like he didn't look like he was a infit. Like he just looked like bro, you don't even, you know what I'm saying? You just look like you gained weight. But Manny Pacquiao fit the bill.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When you looked at Marquez when he fought Floyd, he looked small.
Yeah, he didn't look.
Yeah, he looked small. But then look at Floyd and Pacquiao. Because Pacquiao's compact. And the thing is, Pacquiao's smaller he's shorter than Eric Morales and Marquez and Barrera. He's shorter than them. But his frame is built solid. That's what Tank has. Tank has a solid frame.
Yeah.
So people talk about, well, but man, you look at Tank, man, Tank is small. Yeah, he walk around it right now. That's because he's monitoring his weight. That's the difference.
Yeah.
He's trying to stay around in and around the weight class so you don't have to cut a lot of weight.
Right. Taking the thing from Floyd, you know what I mean?
Right.
They say the difference between Tank and Manny is Manny's legs.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you see Tank, like now don't get me wrong, is he the biggest guy? No. Okay, to give y'all an example, right? Right?
Yeah.
Gary Russell and Gervonta Tank Davis next to each other. They the same height.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Russell looked like he 3 weight classes below Tank because of his frame.
Bro, his name's Tank for a reason, man. He's built like a tank.
Gary Russell frame is and Dub C could attest to that. Gary Russell frame is slim. And Gary ain't even trying. Like it's not even like he's monitoring his weight or nothing. It just is him.
Yeah, I think that I'm ex-military. I'm a fighter, and I have my certificate to be a personal trainer. I think when it comes to Manny, and I'm a big Manny fan. I love Manny, so I hate to say this, but a lot of people don't want to see the truth that Manny's body transformation is really, and I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's really hard to do that without help. And what I mean by help is pads. Like it's really hard to achieve what he achieved naturally, unless somebody, like if you look at Manny's family and they all went from super small like that, and you see it in their genetics and in their build, and they're all like that, then he has a better chance of doing that. But what he did was insane. You know, I don't think that Manny and Tank have it close to the same frame. What people are saying about his legs as a joke is truer than what they think. He has a lot of muscle packed in those calves.
Yeah, his legs are like tree trunks. They're like tree trunks, bro. You look at me, but again, but
they say it's because of his legs why he was able to go up to welterweight.
Yeah, 'cause his legs look like tree trunks. They like tree trunks, but when you look at Manny from the waist up, Tank has got the same build.
Yeah, there's no difference there.
Yeah. Right. It's just Manny got
his legs. He's built like
yeah. And his head is like super big.
His head got bigger. That's why I kind of question if he.
Yeah, that everybody started questioning, like, bro, head started looking.
Yeah,
wow.
There was definitely most of the top athletes are using. They're just very like technology is so good today that it's almost impossible to get caught. That's why everybody's questioning the whole Alicia Baumgartner. But I'm gonna rock with her and say she's clean because that's what they proved. And I really rock with AB. But the same thing there, they took a different test, and this is the first time she popped. The top athletes have gotten really good at masking, and this goes from football, basketball, track, boxing, anything. The top athletes around the world, but a lot of them, not all, are using and are just undetected. So it's a game of how well can you keep your secret in the dark, and some people do it well, some people don't.
Mm-hmm. Let me get these super chats. Hold on one second, brother. Hold on one second. Call Black brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. On your boy Blue in the super chat. He said Tio versus Haney is a big fight. Yeah, it's a massive fight, great brother. I want to see it for sure. For sure. Salute to my brother, Alan Mattis, brother in the super chat. He said, question the yo, when's Tank gonna stop fighting bum and quit BSing? Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it gets to a point where, don't tell me, Jackie Hernandez, peace, blessed, beautiful queen. Don't tell me what he's gonna do. I'm tired of hearing what he can do. You know what I'm saying?
Tank
it's just
said
like
he was in it for the money only, though.
But it's just like this, right? He said he put the post up about Devin. Man, I'm not Devin out. He ain't got nothing for me, any place, anytime, anywhere, X, Y, Z. Then it deleted. Bro, do it already.
I'm just talking about it.
Do it already. Alan Mattis, brother in the super chat.
It's trolling at its finest to get the platform to keep mentioning his name.
Well, I was going to touch on that, man.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, he
boss.
said Booger Ray Leonard should have been left in Jay Prince trunk. Wow. Alan Mattis, brother, back in the super chat. He said Tank Capping, he come out his lane to mess with Boots or Bud. He ain't coming out his lane. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, but the problem was that as soon as Devin Haney mentioned anything about welterweight, instantly everybody said he should be fighting Boots, not the weakest link. J Petty City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco.
I think that's only because
hold on one second, great brother. He said Marquez just put on weight for Floyd, but when Marquez fought 147 Pacquiao, he was more muscular, looked like gym muscle. Yeah, he looked. They started questioning Marquez. Remember?
He was solid.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he looked the super yoke. Like,
I was how about Keith Thurman his last fight?
It started to look questionable. Yeah, I was looking at Marquez. I'm like, bro.
Blue, you peeped Keith Thurman when he fought Barrios?
Try to hang it up.
How he was looking?
Who? Keith Thurman?
Thurman against Barrios?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think Keith Thurman's still alive, dog, man. I think he has the ability to surprise a lot of people.
He does. It's just the styles, the inactivity, you know what I'm saying? That bothers me.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially dealing with Tim Tszyu is consistent, bro. He don't have no special flares and he ain't super fast, but he consistent. He gonna stay behind his jab. He gonna stay tucked away. He gonna keep chopping away. He cuts off the ring. He put a lot of physical and mental pressure on you. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't look too good against Barrios either.
And Keith ain't and WC, he got hurt like 3 times against Barrios. Yeah. Remember he spit out his mouthpiece against Barrios.
Did you see the press conference just now? With Keith Thurman and
and Tim Tszyu? Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
Man, Keith Thurman on there tripping.
Yeah, he
Tim Tszyu sweet.
He could sell a fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He could sell a fight.
He got a mouthpiece, but it's gonna be a tough night for him.
Brody talking about he said what's the name, like a pig.
Isaac Cruz looked super out of shape, didn't he?
He said like a little pig.
Who y'all like with that fight?
Isaac Cruz.
You like Cruz over Rolly?
Yeah, I got Cruz.
I like Rolly.
I got
Cruz. Put some bread on that.
I got Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, I think the bullying tactic might work on this one, being the bigger guy.
Yeah, that's why I said I think Rolly too big for him.
Let me tell you, you know what it is. I like Isaac Cruz, man. Consistency, and when you dealing with somebody like that, see, Tank ain't as tucked away as Isaac Cruz. Like you could Tank could leave himself open every now and then and all of that, and when he could pressure him. But Isaac Cruz is tucked away, bro. He hard to hit. That dude that he fought, that he had trouble with the last fight.
Yeah,
Cabrera. That dude was boxing. That's what gave him the problems. You know what I'm saying? Like if you use your length and box and move, that's gonna give him a problem. But with just thudding forward and wing and then opening yourself up for wide shots. Man, what that dude slip underneath and start living in your living room, bro, you gonna have a problem, bro.
If Rolly don't tuck his chin,
That's what I'm saying.
or if he don't land one of them spectrum right hands, he going to sleep by overhand right.
And then on top of that, Rolly wings his shots. So when Isaac Cruz is up in his chest, you know what I'm saying, and he don't make adjustments to his punches, so he's still gonna be punching way out here. That's why it was getting caught by Ishmael Barroso.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? His punches is wide, bro. When Isaac Cruz is tucked away, like them hook, Tank couldn't even land no hooks. Rolly definitely ain't gonna land them hooks. Yeah, no. And I think he gonna have Rachel Donaire, peace of blessings, the beautiful queen, is in the building. When Tank couldn't land them hooks, Rolly gonna land them hooks? Nah.
And can you guys speak on punching down? How that might alter, your power?
I just think the wide shots that Rolly throws. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, CK.
No, I was saying the wide shot that Rolly throws, because they're like the way they like just wild, but they heavy. I think that's gonna keep him honest once he starts muscling him down. That's it. I'm not saying that Pitbull can't get inside, throw the uppercuts and the looping rights and lefts, because he does that a lot. But I just see that I literally see how Rolly he can take a shot. I know people be like, "Oh, he chinny." I'm like, "Yo, he been knocked down, so what?" But he only been knocked out once. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's true.
Big difference. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
You know what it is, CK? The thing that I see is like, remember when Ishmael was pressuring him? He was like, he started literally running like he didn't know how to strategically move out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like he really was like turning his back. Remember at one point the ref was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" Like he was turning his back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now Isaac Cruz does it in a more tucked away, strategic way, where wherever way you turn, he's always in your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always looking directly at you. You know what I'm saying? And if you make the mistake of stepping forward, and he's going to step forward, now he's in your chest.
Right.
And his punches are tighter and just, you know what I'm saying? So if Rolly, for the first time, I think, in this fight, this is what I see, right? For the first time in this fight, Isaac Cruz going to be catching him to the body. Rolly ain't going to be prepared for that. Because when he open up wide like this, Isaac Cruz going to be hooking to his body. It's going to start making him inactive. You know what I'm saying? Like he was with Ishmael, like bro, he was just trying to stay out the way. At a point in time, he just got to the point where Prolific One, what's up, family? He just got to the point where he was like, yeah, let me just stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that Isaac Cruz, man, he's so tucked away, bro.
And Rolly don't got the skill set to mix it up on the inside. So I feel if Cruz closes that gap and is going to the body, throwing them overhand rights, Rolly's probably going to try to throw a check hook with his left, and I think he's going to be there to get hit,
Yeah.
But it's any fight.
And my thing is, more importantly, is like the body work. He's not going to be used to somebody slipping under his punches and going to the body like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one time, I had clipped it and I put it as a short, but look at that punch when Tank landed a hook to the body. His body language is like because he's not used to the level of opponents he faced, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So when he faced Isaac Cruz and Cruz wings him, he let them joints go, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't shy to let his hands go. He ain't never met a punch he ain't like.
That's why I thought Tank was impressive in his performance with a broken hand.
Just with Isaac Cruz, exactly.
That was one of his better performances, in my opinion.
And look at that fight, right? Tank had to keep resetting because Isaac Cruz forced you to. He's always there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. Like, and you know what he reminds me of? A more cleaner version of Madonna, just smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like Madonna was more. he got more polish when he got with Robert Garcia, but he's sharper than Maidana though. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely got the Chino pressure.
Yeah, and the way he throw his punches. Remember, that's why
Yeah,
AB couldn't see
real
him.
Tight. Like you said, they tight. Because he here.
Yeah.
Awkward angles with the punches.
Yeah. And the way he throw that hook, it's like that triple G. That triple G, that joint to catch you on the top of the head. Like, man, where'd that come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, listen.
And when he opened up like this a little bit, it give you the illusion that it just as a fighter, you want to go right down the pipe on him because it's like, oh, he just gave me the opening.
The hand right there.
Yeah. And he don't do it so often. So when he do it, like King Hippo, you want to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that joint is coming up here. You know what I mean? Like, then before you know it, he crack you. It's like, whoa. And bro's so consistent that if he catch you with one, you don't got time to digest it because he bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro is very active. Alan Maddie's brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. He said, I hope Riri Rolo get KO. Grandpa Barroso got robbed. Yeah, Barroso did. And that's another thing. Politics in the sport of boxing is just utterly ridiculous. How is Isaac Cruz jumping over Barroso to get this opportunity is just beyond me. Salute to Big Herm, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. I'm done with Tank. I thought he was about it. I guess Devin make gorillas turn to baby chimps. Tank fans about to be forced to give Devin credit. They already forced, but they coming out swinging, boy.
See, that's the problem, though.
The separation, man. See, for me, like, I'm gonna be real, man. The whole, unless you know these people personally, it's a little corny to me. I get disliking people's character because then I understand that if you dislike Tank's character for whatever reason, or you dislike Haney or Bill's character for whatever reason. But man, I'm telling you, I've seen both of these guys with my own eyes. And Tank got more skill than he shows in the ring, and Devin has more power than he shows in the ring. And a lot of people are going to be very surprised if that fight ever gets made, how the fight plays out.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I try to tell people, but people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, bro. That style matchup. This is what happened, right? A lot of people Rachel, you got Erislandy Lara on that card too. But a lot of people he fighting Zafara. I don't know about Lara, man. His age, Father Time might tap him on the shoulder. Yeah. And you got Sebastian Fundora in that card.
Yeah, like Fundora in that fight. I think Lara can get that one off. I don't know what he's gonna do after that, but he ain't really. We'll see.
It's just Father Time.
Yeah.
It's just. But yeah, so the thing is, like with Tank fans, they have to understand that the labels that have been placed on Devin for so long, now it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. You know what I'm saying? And ripping that tape off. You know, you get a tattoo and they put that tape on there, or you got to take it off. You forgot they got that tape on it, and part of it is on your skin, right? And now you got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Boy, oh boy. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying?
And Devin's still growing. He's just getting into his man strength. So I think people really going to be surprised when he starts putting people on the ground. We'll have the whole snack theories coming out again and stuff like that. But, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Tank and Devin, and I study them both. So, like, their gym files and their ring files. Because, I mean, what happens in the gym matters, but not so much as under the lights. And I truly believe that fight is way closer than the fans want to believe, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that, Mike, because I was literally watching some of the I don't know where it came from, who had it. It just was up there. It's a bunch of sparring matches of Devin, and it was against everybody in 140, 135. He dominated every single one of them. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is why nobody want to fight this guy. This is exactly why everybody stay out of his way. And they talk a good game, but you see how he dominating these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
He's all pros on his level.
Yeah. That young man's just focused on his craft, and he's only going to get better.
And that's the thing too, right? He don't he don't party. Joe Towns, what's up, nephew? He never abused his body. Where these dudes have. You understand what I'm saying?
He don't sit down on his punches, man. If y'all seen him, like in the Loma fight, we seen it a little bit, and we seen it a little bit against Regis. In the Loma fight, he sat down on his body shots, and he picked certain punches to sit down on to excite the fans more. I felt like Devin could have won the Loma fight even easier if he just stuck to what he knows he can do. But they had a game plan, and they executed it, and they got the dub. That's all that matters. But I just think the dynamic is interesting because all these narratives are being pushed about Tank and Devin, and when they both surprise everybody, it's going to be interesting. I hope this fight gets made. This is reminding me again of Earl versus Bud, to where people are saying Bud's too little, he's chinny, but they let Bud get time to grow into his strength and grow into the weight class, and they letting Devin get big and stronger, and we're gonna see.
Hey, Blue, you know what this fight remind me of?
What's that?
When I hear the debate, it remind me of the Pacquiao Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
For Pacquiao Mayweather, for like you got the Pacquiao fans that's going to jump over the bridge for him. They going to debate, argue that how he can beat Mayweather. Then you got the Mayweather fans that used to argue how Mayweather. The Pacquiao fans gonna say Mayweather's scared. He asking for all the different drug tests and all this other stuff. He ducking. It was the same thing back then. The same thing I hear now is the same thing I was hearing with the Mayweather and Pacquiao stuff. They fought.
And Mike, just to touch base on what you were saying about Loma, the reason why they changed that game plan was because Jermaine Ortiz just fought Loma, and he was, everybody seen him using that jab successfully, and they knew that Devin just beat what's the name? The first fight with the jab and continued the jab work, but he also did some more activity. With Kambosos with the jab. He did some other things stylistically accomplishing goals, but he went a different route because Loma was expecting that jab to come forward. He was ready for that. So they actually started off with them body. That's why they went to the body on him and sat on that. That's what it was. That was a game plan for sure.
And people don't understand what they're looking at with that body work, so they don't give him enough credit for it.
Right.
That body work was beautiful. And Bill is a better in the ring at getting to his son than people think. People want Bill out of the way, but Devin will not be this far without Bill. Trust me, the way that he gets to his son in the ring, only a good father-son relationship can achieve that.
Right. And that's what people just, they have a hard time digesting. They don't understand what they're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand. They don't give them those sweeping hooks to the body.
He's actually sitting on those too.
Yeah.
And the counters on every shot that Loma threw. He had mad counters, man. People didn't even count those.
Yeah.
Slipping.
Because the punches to the head that pop your head back is more eye catching. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's When you sitting in the arena, right, and you watching the fight and the dude land a body shot, people don't even react. They be like,
yeah.
Because they can't see, they don't understand what they just looked at.
Right.
But one punch that looked like it land and the dude do like this,
man, look, some of these people in the comments, man, look, y'all gotta stop being so emotional about boxing, straight up, because if I say something positive about Devin, people are going to complain. If I say something positive about Tank, people are going to complain. And the truth is I've criticized both and I give them both their flowers while being up here. It's not about who you like, it's about what the truth is. I just speak the truth, man.
Keep it real.
And I rock with both of them.
It's about boxing. At the end of the day, Mike, it's about boxing, and people don't want to do that because they split aside. They want to be on somebody's side. Like this dude gonna come to their house at their barbecue and hang out with them and drink a beer. That ain't happening, man. Be a fan of the sport. You know what I mean? The sport is bigger than the person. Because the sport is gonna be around when that person retires. Y'all gotta understand that. You know what I mean? That guy go away, we ain't gonna see him no more. We're gonna see the sport still there. So be a fan of the sport first. That's where it comes down to. I mean, I'm not saying how to do y'all thing, but once y'all realize that, then y'all know how to pick fights better. You know what I mean? Y'all want to see fights better. Stop jumping on the bandwagon, people. I only defend Devin because everybody just pushes narratives and they forget to put the other side of the thing in, or they be hypocrites to certain things. That's why I be defending Devin so much. It's not that you know what I mean. It's not that I like anyone over the other. I mean, I think Devin wins that fight. We talked about that, bro. I just think style wise,
right?
But at the end of the day, that's not what it is. You know what I mean?
But people can't digest that because you know what the problem is. CK is that most fans they are attached to a fighter because of a. I have a young lady, right? To give you an example, that follows me on Instagram, so on and so forth, right? She's a huge Tank Davis fan, but that's because she's from Baltimore,
right?
So everything is, and Tank, you always on Tank back. So I asked her, I said, hey, you know this fighter, that fighter, this fighter? She don't know who they are. I said, are you a fan of boxing? Oh, I am a fan of boxing. Okay, so what about this fighter, that fighter? Oh, I don't know who that is. Because you're not a fan of boxing. You are a huge advocate right now for Tank Davis because of where he represents. Right. If you ask most of them, give me 5 things that Tank do great, they can't tell you. The first thing they're gonna say is the obvious. He got power. Okay, outside of that, what does he do great? Man, he gonna knock Haney out. Bro, I'm asking you, what does he do great? I'm telling you, what do Haney do great? Because they can't.
Hey, Blue.
Hey,
do you remember like a couple panels ago, right? When we first started talking about the Canelo and Crawford fight, and I said that I think that Canelo and Crawford gonna fight, and I said the reason why, because he gonna use that fight to basically duck David Benavidez. Not that it's a huge, but that he gonna use, like, Canelo gonna give us that fight, so it'd be like they won't look like he ducked that David Benavidez. Like you got to think about it. That's why now he's interested in fighting Bud. At first he wasn't interested in fighting Bud. Now he's interested in fighting Bud.
Mm-hmm. You said it. You called it. You say he gonna fight Bud, so he don't have to fight Benavidez.
He looking bad.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody gonna think about that. If he fight Bud, ain't nobody. He probably sat back and thought about it. Like, okay, I can fight him. They ain't gonna think about me fighting David Benavidez no more. I can kind of get out that fight.
Yeah, it's gonna overshadow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of Terence Crawford's stature right now, so it's gonna overshadow it. And that's the thing. Like I said, man, I want Terence Crawford to fight Canelo Alvarez. I want to see it, but just out of respect for the sport, you know what I'm saying? Man, come on, man. Benavidez, like, bro, what are we doing?
Canelo handle his business, his responsibilities. This guy,
yeah, bro.
This guy's been.
This is what it should be, right? If you're gonna fight Terence Crawford in September and give Crawford his opportunity, I'm all for it. Fight Benavidez May 4th.
I don't got him. I don't think he's gonna be Benavidez though, man.
They go to solution right there. You get to fight both of them. You nobody getting shortchanged.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he loses to Benavidez, then Bud might not want to fight him no more.
He could very well lose.
But that's what I'm saying. But at least do your do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Be responsible to the sport. Get it. Let me fight this dude. You come out on top, it's gonna make the Crawford fight even bigger in September.
What if he makes a commitment, a 2-fight deal where he commits to Crawford for May and then Benavidez in September? Would y'all be all right?
No, I think Crawford need more time because May around the corner to go to 168.
Yeah,
that's true.
And he told Benavidez to fight Demetrius Andre, and then he'd think about fighting him.
Yeah,
he beat Demetrius Andre, and he told him to fight 3 different people. He told him to fight Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andres. Then he told him to fight Dave Morrell.
Yeah,
like.
and you know my thing is, if I'm Crawford and Benavidez, both of them, I'm cornering the market on them. I'm gonna go remove Jaime Munguia right off the chessboard.
Facts.
Yeah, easy work.
Easy, for both of them. If you Terence Crawford, you fight and beat Jaime Munguia, it justifies the Canelo fight. And if you David Benavidez, like Dub just said, dude, I done did everything you did, as you said, and beat Jaime Munguia.
Yo, Blue, you think Crawford's really going to take that risk of fighting Munguia when it's not going to be as rewarding financially? Like,
I don't think he will.
I wouldn't do it.
Definitely not.
I don't think he will. But I just
wouldn't.
like the idea of it though.
Yeah. Just
Because
let
it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good, right, Dub? Like it makes sense. Like you fight Jaime Munguia, he fight at 168 already. He's still new to the division. This is what his first fight there.
Yeah.
Right, John Ryder was his first fight there, right?
Yeah.
So
John Ryder.
Yeah, so he's still relatively new there. He's a big Mexican pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez reflexes and athletic ability is way better than Jaime Munguia, but it gives you the fan base. You get the fan base is familiar with you. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican fan base. You just fought Jaime Munguia. You beat him. Imagine.
That's
you know
just
what I'm saying?
Tougher to fight as Canelo found. I think stylistic. I mean, obviously,
Munguia
is not proven, but
I think the ring IQ of Bud can beat Jaime Munguia, just because Jaime Munguia he just have lapses. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Bud reflexes his speed.
Yeah, he ain't never been in the ring with a boxer like that. So
Bud gonna cook Canelo, man.
I don't think
Canelo.
I don't think Canelo though. I mean, I just don't see no way Canelo beating David Benavidez, though. Like, I don't see it.
And remember, Dub, I used to say Canelo was gonna win that fight. Remember?
Yeah.
Not no more.
to that last fight, not
no more, bro.
Andre's fight.
Yeah,
Benavidez got good experience fighting Plant and fighting Andre. Like,
I'm not betting against. I told Jose Benavidez Senior, I ain't never betting against David no more.
I think if Canelo fights Bud, it's a career-ending fight for him. I think that's the day he retires. I don't think people really want to see what Bud would do to Canelo. Man.
I think Bud is gonna put on a masterclass performance, man, against Canelo.
Yeah,
the fights I want for this year.
I said if Bud can take, if he can take Canelo punch, I don't think Canelo. There's no way Canelo gonna beat Bud.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is what I think, right, Dub? I don't think that Canelo's ever gonna land super clean on him. Like just to super get his attention and just, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
I think this new Canelo, man, he be winding up too much. Like
he wastes. Yeah, like you can see his punches are predictable.
You think Bud could take that power though? Like,
no, I don't think. No, not consistently.
That's the question, because Bud's not the best defensively. Yeah, he's slick, but he gets hit. And
yeah, but
I don't like that narrative. I think that Bud is very. He doesn't play it safe with people he doesn't have to.
Exactly.
Watch the beginning of every Bud fight. He was very defensive in the beginning. That's why people said he starts off slow. But as soon as he feels you and he knows that he can hit you, you can't take it, and he can take your punches, like with Porter, then he's gonna start opening up on you. And once Bud starts opening up, the fight don't last too long after that. Like, it's amazing Spence lasts as long as he did, and I had Spence dominating that fight before.
Yeah.
But you know, when I watched that Charlo and Canelo fight, like off the break, I said, man, he can't beat Bud, man. I'm saying, like, even though he caught Charlo and set Charlo down, Charlo was scared. Like, Charlo slipped a lot of his punches. Like, a lot of his punches he was missing. He was trying to throw bombs and them long uppercuts and stuff and was missing. It's just Charlo wasn't throwing nothing back when he was making a miss.
And
Charlo, he wasn't really engaging either, you know, so it wasn't like there was any real opening to counter.
Listen, I think,
Crawford's a bad boy,
excuse
though.
me, Blue, man. I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, but listen, bro, I'm telling you, when it comes down to that Jamel and Canelo fight, can't nobody tell me somebody didn't pay that man extra money to survive. I've never seen that man fight like that in my life. And I know it's Canelo, it's the biggest stage he's been on, biggest puncher he's been in with, but that Jamel's a dog for real. The fight with Castaño, both of them dog fights. I didn't see even an ounce of that fighter come out against Canelo.
I questioned it.
I think he was nervous.
Could have been nervous, but I questioned that same thing, Michael. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I gotta get up early. Thank you for having me, Blue.
No doubt, great brother.
Kyle, I'll
You're
hit
good, right?
you up tomorrow. You know that.
No doubt.
Peace out, Mike.
Yeah, salute to you, King.
All right, man. Peace out.
Later, man.
Peace out, homie.
Peace out. All right.
So y'all like Crawford against Canelo.
Yeah, I've been saying, if you look back, I've been saying that for years.
Okay. So you like Crawford against Tim Zood as well, I would imagine?
Yeah. Only person I'm like I said, if he fought David Benavidez, I'm like, bro, I'm not.
You heard what Crawford said though. Crawford know David Benavidez to beat Canelo. He said, "Man, I'm not no fool."
Big, bro. Yo, Dub, remember when Canelo went to Crawford went to the Benavidez fight at the weigh-in? Remember he's on stage with him?
Yeah.
And Benavidez hugged him. I was like, bro.
They said David Benavidez said, "Won't him and Bud fight, and the winner of them get Canelo." Man, Bud said, "Man, look, I'm not no fool, man."
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't want to see that.
Bro, he was
200-pounder, way too long, rangy.
Yo, when Benavidez hugged him, I was like, bro, that size difference looked ridiculous.
Yeah, let me ask you, since y'all got a lot more knowledge. In hindsight, after having seen the Crawford Spence performance, any of y'all feel like you got caught up in the buzz of Spence and didn't just use your your logic and saying this dude?
Nope.
Nah, I think Crawford's style. A lot of the mistakes that Errol Spence made.
Blue had Crawford.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years, bro.
Say that again?
Man,
a lot of stuff he was doing, he been doing. We just was overlooking.
You have Earl winning, Blue.
Yeah, remember, but initially I had Bud winning, and it was just the reason that I changed it was because I just felt like Bud level of opponent kind of plateaued, where Crawford, where Spence was fighting better and better opposition. So I'm like,
I remember you saying that. Yeah,
it's like he was garnering the necessary experience, different styles to be able to deal with it. But if you look at his fights, look at the Kell Brook fight before the car accident. Look at the Sean Porter fight before the car accident. Those mistakes he made against Terence Crawford, he was making them mistakes in the Bud fight.
He's just victorious, and we didn't.
Yeah, dude actually made a video showing Earl's older fights, and he made every single mistake in most of his fights building up to that. Every single mistake.
Hey, Blue, I think I talked you off your pick too, Blue.
You did.
I'm like, man, Earl will go in there and bully him.
Yeah, they were saying he was gonna
he gonna beat the body, break him down.
And you know what it is too, Dub? It's like what Kyle was just saying, right? Bud tends to get hit, and it's the fight. So I got caught up in that because his last few fights was Sean and Igor Kavalaskis. I'm like, bro, getting hit. You know what I'm saying? And that work rate of Errol Spence is going to be a problem for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then he went right back into the mode of not getting hit. Just, you know what I'm saying? He was super sharp, bro.
He was jabbing over Spence's jab like nothing.
Yeah.
But I watched that fight again though. I watched that fight a whole bunch of times. And like the first time he dropped Earl, it's like the punches didn't even look like he hit him that hard. Like Earl was more off balance.
It was just precise. You know what it reminded me of, Dub? It reminded me of when Floyd fought Corrales.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was hurting him, but it was just so precise, and so the timing was so right, and it was sharp. Yeah, it was so sharp, and so the timing was so accurate. It was like, and it had enough power that it just was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? The difference was that he just started catching Earl just cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and cleaner as the fight went on.
But you look at third round too. He could have got
hold on, let me throw this in there real quick. Let me throw this in there.
Earl did the third round though. He came back the third round.
Yeah, I did a deep dive on this, man. I did a deep study on this fight because I'm trying to figure out, are the excuses true? What's going on? But then I listened to Bomac for about an hour and 30 minutes talk about the preparation for this fight. Not a single fighter on the planet was beating Bud Crawford that night. Don't care how good you came in the ring. The way they prepared for this fight for years. Spence made a lot of the same mistakes. That's true, but I don't think most fighters are going to be able to capitalize on the mistakes the way that Bud did because they studied this fighter for years and they had built up animosity towards the fans, the fighters, the team for years. They had something to prove. Bud Crawford came into that night 1,000% locked in. Every single thing that Spence was going to do, they studied. I'm talking about from listen, Bomac broke it down like this. He said, I know when Spence attacks. I know when he goes to the body. I know that he's not going to attack your body until he pushes you up against the rope with the long jab. So we're going to take the jab away. And then when he tries to go to the body, we're going to counter him on the inside with the uppercut. The first knockdown that he got, you hear Bomac in the back yelling, right there. And then Bud throws the 2-1. They practiced that. The uppercut, there's a video of them in the gym practicing the same uppercut that they dropped Spence with again because they know he's going to come. As soon as he throws that straight, that hard a jab, then that straight left down the middle, he's going to the body. And he got caught with that uppercut. They were way too prepared for Spence. And I think Derek James underestimated the ability of Bud Crawford's team to make adjustments for this fight.
And I did a breakdown video of that. Tendencies I did on that. And I was like, bro, remember Dub? I did that video and I was like, man, these tendencies that Errol have is I didn't study him that much. Like, but for this fight,
He's like a fundamental robot.
Yeah, yo,
He's not dynamic at all.
He doubled the jab and
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, consistently. I'm like, bro, it's not. And then I was going back to different fights, and I'm like, the rhythm is the exact same. It's doubling the jab.
Like a robot.
Yeah.
And the jab to the body, how he lead the jab out there too long.
And he kind of stumble over himself when he throw it at the body.
Yeah, he leave it out. Like when he bringing it back, it's like he throw the jab out there too long.
He flinches. You can make him if you do that, he'll flinch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, wow, bro, the tendencies is huge. You know what I'm saying?
And like my man just said, the interview that he talking about with Bomac, they said they've been doing the same study with Boots. They said,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he said we've been watching him from the beginning. They said when we get in there with them, it's going to be an issue. He was like, the same thing with Spence. They doing it with Boots.
Yeah, he sure did. And Bomac told me that personally. He said, man, we've been watching Boots. He said the Boots jumped on my radar because he reminded me of Spence. I mean, of Crawford. And he said the moment he jumped on the radar, he said, I told Bud, I said, man, we got to keep an eye on this dude. And Bud been watching him ever since. He said, we've been watching this dude ever since.
But I think it's a little different with Boots though.
He's a tough opponent
because of his raw talent.
Yeah, Boots. If you look at Boots fights, like I've been watching. You know how long I've been watching Boots. Blue. I've been watching Boots since he was 14 and he got 30 fights now. But Boots switches style up a lot. He don't fight like he fight a bunch of all his opponents. He kind of fight them different. Sometimes he showboat. He'll give a punch so he can land a punch. Like he'll leave an opening. He'll leave an opening and let a opponent get a punch off so he can give a punch. You know, it's like
all right now the slow motion showboating and stuff that Boots do y'all think he can get away with it with Bud?
No,
he's not gonna fight that way with Bud though.
It ain't gonna be there.
I would hope not.
He won't do it.
I will say this about Spence though. I think that if Spence is still in good health, that I would never underestimate that man's determination. I think that because that whooping was so one-sided, he's going to go back and correct some things. And I think that Derek James was forced to realize he needs to change things up because Derek James said it. Why would I change up something that's working?
You know something that Boots got though that it's hard for them to like. Boots do stuff that they can't teach in the gym.
He's fluent. He just
stuff like his basically like how he slip his awareness, stuff like that. Like it's kind of hard to teach certain stuff that Boots do in the gym. It's like how Roy Jones used to use his athleticism, how he used to slip punches. It's like his awareness, like some stuff that Boots do is hard. You can't just go in there and say
it's his reflexes. You
yeah,
can't
his
beat
reflexes, like the way he slipped the punches and he react to the punches like it's like he know what's coming before you throw it.
I think Boots is a lot more dynamic than Spence. Like he just seems a lot more versatile in the ring than Spence. So I think game planning for Spence would probably.
He's way more twitchy than Spence.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like
before the fight, that
not gonna be
interview they had.
easy. Like,
did y'all catch that interview before the fight when they were asking Spence before he came out? Did any of y'all think he looked like off at that point?
I did.
He looked very off. He looked high. I'm not going to hold you or
I
drink.
put $1,000 on Crawford as soon as that happened. I saw that interview. I said, "Oh, yeah."
So people talking about that he looked high. I mean, a lot of this was explained after the fight. I think if you pay attention, you knew that Spence wasn't right from the get-go. Derrick James was asked, like weeks before the fight, "Are you glad that the fight is finally happening?" The first thing that Derrick James, the first interview he ever said, "I wish this fight would have happened a couple months ago, but I mean, we here, so we're gonna do what we have to do." It showed me that something wasn't right in the gym because I'm a fighter myself, and I know that preparing for fights, if it gets pushed back, if you're training too much, you overtrain, injuries happen, or you start to let off the gas a little bit, and then you're forced to, like, you might overexert yourself before the fight comes up. Spence, I'm not going to take the credit away from Bud Crawford by saying that Spence wasn't 100% that night, but appearance-wise and according to what his team was saying behind the scenes, the fight he didn't look like he was going into that fight, the Spence that we seen. But to be real, I thought he looked bad coming back against Danny Garcia. And I don't think he's looked the same ever since he came back. But that's my personal opinion.
2 fights when I seen the fighters come in the ring, I bet him I wanted to take the bet off was that fight. When I seen Earl coming in, I'm like, man, I got a feeling he gonna lose. And the NUA and Cool Boy Steph fight, when Cool Boy Steph was walking the ring, I said, man, he gonna lose. Like I just had a feeling he was gonna lose. When I seen that walk to the ring,
Fury
it's like
as well. When he took that head off and I seen his eyes, I said he looked just like Spence. I said that boy.
Man, I seen Cool Boy Steph coming in. I said, man, he gonna lose. Like I wanted to take the bet off right then and there.
Yeah, and I had Cool Boy winning.
I felt that way.
Yeah, I had him winning too. I seen him walk in the ring.
And his body language from the very first round was like, bro.
No, Darnell, he wasn't high.
Yeah, Cool Boy Steph. Do you think it was nerves because he was over there?
I think he was just nervous, man.
Yeah, I think because he just it was like the stage was too big for him, bro.
And he was over there where in Japan?
Japan,
yeah. I really think it was his nerves, bro.
And you don't forget their time. They almost like 24 hours difference, right?
Yeah.
It's bizarre, bro. J Pity City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He said, and he let Bud get used to the weight. The longer the wait, the more likely Bud was winning that fight.
And Bud said it. Bud said in the beginning, he said he should have got me back then. Even Bomac said it. He said, I don't know why they let him get used to the weight. He should have fought him when he first came up, when Bud was still little. Yep. He would have had a better chance.
Yep. Alan Matty's brother in the super chat. Much love, a great brother once again.
Because look at Bud's first fight at welterweight, and then look at his fight with Earl.
His body
transformed.
Yeah, completely. Bud does EJ worse in the second fight than he did in the first fight. Ain't gonna be no second fight.
No.
If it was a second fight, I believe, like they said, I believe Earl would come back. I believe that he would be different, but with the robotic fundamental style that we was talking about, if he was to switch it up, what they say, when you get hit, you revert back.
It's just natural. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you wasn't taught something from the womb, you're gonna revert back to who you are. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying?
Earl's a great product of beautiful matchmaking. I think his fundamentals were strong enough to defeat all the people he was matched with. I think that if Earl before the car accident fought Bud, it would be a similar fight. I think Earl would just have enough not to get stopped. You know, I don't think he had enough that night not to get stopped, and that's saying a lot because he went out on his feet. You know.
Yeah, he overwhelmed them.
You know what's crazy in hindsight? That was Crawford's easiest fight at 147 outside of Amir Khan.
Sure was.
You know what I mean? Like Spence, I
It
guess
was.
just a lack of discipline over the years and the injuries and the ring rust and, you know, just the fundamental flaws. Like,
And that's what catapulted Terence Crawford into a whole different conversation. And it justifies the Canelo fight. Because, like you said, it was so easy. It's like, bro, all right.
And Blue, you were saying that even when Crawford didn't believe he can beat Canelo.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying this like
when
forever.
His team was like, "Is you crazy? No, you crazy, Blue." Because I remember you doing a video about that.
Yeah.
Yo, let me play devil's advocate. How many other welterweights would have beat that version of Spence that we saw? You think Keith Thurman would have beat that? Because to me, that was the worst version of Spence we've seen.
Boots, maybe.
Just
That's
Boots.
about it.
You know why? And I'm gonna say this because Errol faced adversity with other fighters, but he will overwhelm you. Like Dub said, you watch that third round he had against Bud, that would start to shake the confidence of other fighters. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know what I'm saying, he was the second half of that third round, Bud was like calm, cool, and collective and welded it, and then bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? It was like, but if that was Keith Thurman, nah. Or
but what about
anybody
the
else,
excuses Spence brought up after the fact? You know, if there's some legitimacy to that,
you would have never heard him.
I believe everything that Earl said was true. I just don't think it really changes the outcome because of the game plan that they had. I think their game plan would have beat the best version of Spence that night. I just don't think it would have been that bad. I think it would have been a more competitive fight.
And that's what I keep saying. Like, I have no doubt all of those things was wrong with him. But again, those things was wrong with you when you fought Ugas.
Yo, some people
Thurman
believe
is not
Ugas could have
beating
stopped him.
Spence. Yo, hey, this man crazy. Hey, get in the chat, man. Thurman was not beating Spence. Thurman, his weakest point is his body, and that is Spence's strongest point. Thurman can box, and he's a good boxer puncher, but he's not as elusive as Bud. He was not blocking all those punches from Earl the way that Bud Crawford did that night. I mean, even Earl that bad was still good.
His reach not as long either. So Keith Thurman got to come closer.
Exactly. Terence Crawford got 5-inch arm reach advantage over Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman have to be in closer proximity to be able to do that to Bud. And, I mean, to do that to Earl. And he got to have the reflexes and timing to do that as well.
Hey, I do agree with that, J Pitt, though. I do think Porter might have beat Spence that night. Same Porter that fought Spence the first time, he would have beat Spence that night.
That's Sean Porter, yeah. But that was the best version of Sean Porter I ever seen.
100%.
Like Sean Porter was so motivated for that fight because remember everybody was saying he was embarrassed. Remember Errol showed up to his press conference. Remember?
Yeah.
And got in the ring and all of that.
And
the
whole build up.
Disrespecting Sean, remember?
Yeah.
Post-fight press conference. He took over Sean post-fight press conference, remember?
Y'all forget.
Well, that's what him, Tank, and Adrian Broner was there. Remember they was drinking?
Cracking jokes in the back, roasting each other. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And remember Errol went to the podium and took over the podium?
Talking about Crawford.
Yeah. When I was 15, when I was 17, when I was 15, I remember that. That was fun.
Sean Porter was like, yo, bro, what?
He was like in 2001, or it was making no sense.
Yeah. Jahad Mitchell, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the super chat. He said, I get the potential of Boots, but until he get it against a real comp, how could anybody favor him over Bud? That's why I don't favor him over Bud, because the lack of experience. You know what I'm saying? But does he have every tool in the toolbox to beat Terence Crawford? 1,000%.
I
I
think,
think,
sir. Yeah, go ahead, Blue. My bad.
and he's bigger than Bud, but he's just as athletic and twitchy. He might be more twitchy. Now, his timing might not be as efficient as Bud because he just haven't been there. You see what I'm saying? Alan Matty's brother in the super chat.
Keith Thurman got hurt 3 times to the body against Barrios. Too. I think Spence would have, that he wasn't recovering from Spence body onslaught. That's for
Hey,
sure.
listen.
He said, I really like Boots, but to tell the truth, I see Bud KO and Boots.
Nah.
I can see it. I can see him KOing him if Boots was to start that flashy shit, which y'all said y'all don't believe he would do.
Nah, he ain't gonna do none of that.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that.
Mm-mm.
That Roy Jones effect. I believe he would go in there focus. He would be elusive. It would be a close fight. Like who was it that Crawford knocked out in the 12th round? One of the Benavidez brothers.
Benavidez, yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be close like that.
Mm-hmm. Hesitant. They too.
Yeah, both of them be hesitant.
Yeah, when you put a mongoose and a cobra in the cage together, it looks different than when you put a cobra and a cobra in the cage. Nobody want to engage.
Quick question.
Just so I
had.
know I'm
A
not
lot of
crazy,
people,
on the panel, how many of y'all seen Keith Thurman hurt to the body multiple times against Barrios? Just so
No,
I know I'm not crazy.
he admitted it. Remember, he said that if Barrios was more athletic and had more experience, he might have dropped me or stopped me. Yeah, he said that. He
and
was
it's
hurt,
crazy because he just
body,
switched up too.
but he was hurt by Josito Lopez. Remember?
Manny
Yeah,
Pacquiao.
I'm
I
not
remember
making
that.
anything up, man. Yeah, he can come up on the panel though if he wants to explain how we making stuff up.
Hey, listen, I want to ask y'all a question. As far as go back to the Spence and the Ugas, a lot of people said Ugas could have stopped Spence in that round he hurt him in if he would have pressed, if he wouldn't have stopped. Y'all believe that?
Not after seeing the Bud fight.
That Ugas could have stopped Spence.
Yeah, if he wouldn't, because you notice when he hurt Spence in that round, I forgot what round it was when the mouthpiece came out. Ugas stopped. He didn't go press forward on him.
You know why he stopped though? Because the ref stopped him. Remember? Because
The ref stopped him.
when he
Oh,
first,
okay.
yeah. Because remember when Spence dropped his when he got hit, the mouthpiece fell out. The ref said stop right there, but Ugas kept going and clipped him. That's why Spence started laughing when he went to the ropes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
even
right.
if, but G though, when you watch that fight, right, and you watch when Ugas was countering him, like he counted him a few times. Ugas don't got no power though.
Yeah, you right.
He don't got no power, so he couldn't follow up with what Earl didn't respect it.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. Earl didn't respect Bud either. He kept coming with the same approach.
And Bud got a chin. Hey, listen, the knockdown, I think it was the second knockdown, if y'all go back and look. The one when Bud was up against the ropes, when he had his back against the ropes, and I think it was an uppercut he hit him with, or a left hook, but Earl hit him at the same time very hard and twisted Bud's face. It was like they punched at the same time. And I was like, damn, Bud got a chin, because that shit was hard as hell.
See, people label Bud chinny because of getting hit by Gamboa. It's the same thing like with Devin Haney. From the Devin Haney Linares situation, they get labeled that, and there's no proof to back it up. Since the Gamboa fight, everybody said Bud ain't got no chin. Like, bro, Gamboa is again like Linares. Linares got more knockouts than Dev got fights. Well, not no more, but you know what I'm saying? He got 29 knockouts.
They call him old and all of that because Dev beat him. Now, if he would have beat Dev, would he have been old?
Right. And now the thing is too, George Foreman was old, but he got a knockout of 45. The last thing to go is your power.
Yeah, he knocked Michael Moore out.
He knocked Michael Moore clean out.
Hey, Blue, this was crazy though. Everybody always keep talking about how can we judge Boots when he ain't been in them big fights. One, Boots done tried to fight damn near everybody. Like you can't hold it against a fighter because he can't get the fights. Like he didn't call everybody out you can name.
I think they're not talking about like as far as judging him. I think they talking about as far as how can we say he can beat the big
talent. Like talent. If you box or you've been around boxing for a long time, you know certain talents that's rare. Like what Boots have, you don't see every fighter coming in with it. Like you don't see fighters. A lot of fighters with them similar styles with them. them similar characteristics and them attributes, like stuff that he have, like is is rare.
That's like with Dev, the same thing. The only other person I see with that can, my personal opinion, that could beat Dev is Shakur. I always said if him and Tank fight, if it go 12 rounds, Dev wins.
I don't know, man. Tank ability to box is extremely slept on. I think
Yeah, he can,
Devin's
but
his range and his jab is going to be his advantage. But Tank, I've seen Tank slip into shit that, man,
yeah,
that'll be a good fight. I think
Yeah,
people
I
underestimate
I
Tank
be
Do me a
saying
skill.
favor, fellas. We gotta keep it clean.
I be
Oh,
saying
sorry, Blue.
No
Sorry,
we
problem.
did a panel last time that Tank can box. Like I've been saying Tank boxes the amateurs before he was anything. Like Tank can
when he
box,
fought Cruz is when everybody was like, "Wow, man, we seen that his boxing
but
ability."
he
Like,
just his reach. Like his reach and his height gonna play. That's gonna play a
It's
part to
gonna work
him when he
against
fight Devin. Like it's gonna play against him a little bit, but
you. Mm-hmm.
like I still think that fight 50-50. Like
but and the crazy thing is, they say that Tank, they say he uses his height, the bigger people. That's how he sets them up when they're bigger.
Mm-hmm.
They said that's his advantage when you're bigger than him.
Mm-hmm. It
that's
is.
because they said because he fight everybody he fighted. He number 5'5", so everybody he fought was
Yeah,
bigger.
because you see, once he fought Cruz and who was it, Gamboa, that was like his height almost. It was like
Gamboa
lower height.
5'6".
It's the same as the southpaw theory. Southpaws are more used to fighting orthodox, and orthodox are southpaw. Shorter fighters are used to fighting taller fighters a
Hmm.
lot more than the average fighter is used to fighting somebody that much shorter than them. And
Oh yeah,
so I
blue.
think it definitely plays. It could play against them if somebody knows how to exploit it. And if they don't, it's going to play in his favor.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
got a quick question, Mike. You guys
And,
obviously have
and
boxing
hold,
knowledge.
hold on one second, great brother. Let me get the super chat and then let's get our last words.
Yeah.
Jahad Mitchell, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, after seeing how Spence versus Bud played out, how would a prime Thurman do against Spence? Not good. Styles make fights, like
Yeah.
bro said. Errol Spence's strong point is going to the body and his work rate. Keith Thurman's weakest point is body punches and work rate.
Yeah.
Sean Porter didn't commit to going to the body. If Sean Porter had him on the rope so many times, drink more water. What's up, family? He had him in position, but he didn't stick to going to the body. And even in that fight, if you go back and watch the Sean Porter fight, Sean Porter clipped him, hurt him to the body.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, Kyle.
I was gonna ask, before the Spence and Crawford fight happened, a lot of people were saying Spence would press him out, his work rate, he's too big, too strong. I know Canelo has a much different style than Spence. You don't think that he's just too big, and with the pressure and the power that could, what I'm saying, like be an issue for Crawford moving up to 168?
Nah, because the Errol is more twitchy than Canelo with his footwork. Not with his hand speed, but with his footwork. Like Errol, his in and out, his jumping in and out, you know what I'm saying, is more effective than Canelo. Canelo's more flat footed. Canelo bend at
Got
the
good
waist.
head movement though.
Yeah, he bend at the waist very well, and his combinations is fast, but he don't deal with boxes well. You know what I'm saying? He has a hard time. Canelo at times he needs you to cooperate. You know what I'm saying? He needs you to sit on the ropes. You know what I mean? When you fight Canelo in the middle of the ring, we've seen this over and over and time again. Like Amir Khan was outboxing him. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant was outboxing him. You know what I'm saying? They just made mistakes that they had that he forced them to pay for. Floyd didn't make that mistake.
Hey, you
know
remember what Oscar said, Blue?
What's that?
About Canelo?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He said his fundamentals is horrible. He said, I don't know how he be beating these fighters nowadays.
And he can't fight going backwards.
He
Well,
said
here's
his
the
footwork.
biggest thing about Canelo is Canelo's not big. That's a big misconception because he has to go up and weight. And you think about it, same weight class, Benavidez, that's big. That's
Yeah.
200 pounds. That's over 6 feet. That's coming down. That's big. And also another thing about Canelo is keen. People talk about Canelo's conditioning, but it's underrated because Canelo will wait for a fighter to gas out. Terence Crawford's mental paralysis is his strongest suit. He will never go off his game plan. He's not going to lose focus in a fight with somebody that's a live dog. Like Earl Spence was a live dog the whole fight, regardless if he was dominating. But he didn't go let up. He didn't get out of pocket. He stayed focused. At times, people said he was taking it easy. No, he just knew Earl was still dangerous. So he played the fight the way he's supposed to. He's not going to knock Bud off his game mentally in the ring like he did with Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant was doing well, but he gassed. Bud ain't going to gas. And Caleb Plant got off the game plan, and Bud ain't going to do that. And Bud's not going to ask Canelo in the middle of the ring, I'm a good fighter, ain't I?
Hey, you know one thing everybody overlooking though? We overlooking that he still got to fight Jamal though.
Nah,
everybody don't think Jamal got a chance.
Yeah, I like the fight. It's just that I don't know the mental makeup.
Oh, Jamal, not Jamel. I thought you meant Bud had to fight Jamel.
No, Canelo fighting Jamal.
No, Canelo fighting Jamal.
Jamal put up a better fight than Mel did.
It's just my only issue is the mental makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like when faced with
I believe he should have had a couple more fights before this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How's the mental makeup going to be for Jamal? He started to face adversity.
The Derevyanchenko fight, that dude ain't no joke. That showed me who Jamal was when he's locked in.
That dude is a beast.
Yeah.
When he fought him, get that version of him.
If we get that version of Maul, that's a tough fight. I don't know if he wins, but it's a better fight than Jamel.
He's got to get active again to get to that point.
I think Maul can go in there and give him some bump, man. I think he's gonna go in there like he don't care about nothing and go straight at him.
And that could be his downfall.
That's like Benavidez and Canelo. Do y'all think these fights be like somebody was telling me, like as far as like the Tank, all this stuff that's going on with Tank right now, and the post about fighting Conor, they say a lot of this stuff is just what they want us to see and for the platforms to talk about. But behind the scenes, a lot of deals are done, stuff we won't hear about.
I said that before though.
Yeah, and I've been, I've been behind the scenes for years.
See, Blue, that's what I was about to ask you, because a lot of people are saying that, man, it's just for publicity. Whether the platforms are talking good about him or bad about him, y'all just keeping his name relevant and getting him more money. But stuff behind the scenes is already done. Basically trying to say, like, what if him and Dev already got a deal done? But this is just for the entertainment to get to keep their names and the spark up.
Yeah, some fights it'd be like that, some is not. And him and Dev want to fight them all. Dev ain't.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah,
and I don't believe Tank is scared. I don't believe none of these fighters is scared. I believe Tank know it's a real risk. It's a 50-50 fight. And what I mean by I don't believe they're scared is just that nowadays ain't like it used to be. Once you take a loss, it's like your stock drop. Fans totally disown you. They disrespect you. You see what fighters go through. I think that's why a lot of fighters are not willing to take that risk. Or
that's being scared though.
No,
that ain't scared. I don't believe it's scared to fight. It's about like your stock, your money, what you got
planned out. If you know you're gonna win, why would you even think about losing? Like who?
Not a lot of
people want to
get what I said.
You don't think about.
Look, you get what I said. Not knowing when you know it's a 50-50 fight. When you know it's a person just as good as you.
But a fighter don't. I mean, I don't know about all fighters, but you told not to even think that way. Like you supposed to always think it in your mindset. You're not thinking about if I lose, it's a 50-50 chance. Like in my mindset, it's not a 50-50 chance. Like I'm a win.
Yeah, because they say when doubt creep in, you already lost.
Yeah, especially as a fighter, like you can't, because then you start to doubt yourself. So then you start to go for all types of feints and all types of stuff. Like,
well, here's the thing, bro. I'm a fighter, so this is what people don't understand about the business of boxing. Like, all right, so this is what I believe. This is not something I can confirm. This is not true. This is speculation, pure speculation. Let me just put that out there. But this is what I believe just from being involved with the business of boxing. That I don't think Tank or Devin are scared. I know personally from speaking with Tank's side, and they're 100% confident. I know Tank feels that he's going to knock Devin out. And I know that Devin and Bill are confident that they're going to beat Tank. That's why they're pushing out like that. What people don't see behind the scenes is there's a lot of pride and ego involved in negotiations. and both sides won't let up. The fight could be made if there wasn't so much pride and ego behind it, because on one side, Tank side, they're making the money, they're the cash cows, they got Floyd backing them, they got all the things that you guys don't see, the tools behind the scenes that you guys don't see, the moves being made behind, the support that most
I believe
fighters
that.
don't have. Tank has that. Now, Devin is lucky because of how much Bill went hard for him, and there's a lot of pride and there's a lot of ego on that side as well. When my son fought this champion, we got these belts. This is what we're bringing to the table, and we can sell a fight too. And I'm showing constantly that I'm always in the media. My name is up. That we can sell a fight and we bring something to the table. They're building their own brands, and when that comes down to the table and they can't agree on numbers, no matter how much confidence each fighter has that they're going to beat each other, the fight won't get made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but
I'm
let's
on
get on
team
out of here.
50-50.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
gonna jump
salute.
All
out
right,
of
man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
here.
Good night to
Appreciate the
everybody.
knowledge, Josh Burton, man. Have a good night,
Blessings,
yeah.
blessings, fellas. We back on tomorrow.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
All
Peace
right,
and
great
blessings.
brother.
All right, brother Blue.
IG, I Dub,
All right.
Mike Demps.
Yep, see you. Appreciate you, Blue. Thank you.
You already know.
Salute.
Peace. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.